All right. Welcome to the All Things Black podcast. I am your co-host Kiahree
And
with
the
my
other co-host,
confidant.
Mr. La, aka clap the lights. Clap your hands twice and the lights go out, and then I appear. What is episode?
8.
Man,
8.
seems like just yesterday.
It was only just
That
a
means
week.
it's been 8 weeks.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think. With the
Yeah, we started with January, first week
Oh,
of January, yeah. We're going to 52, dog.
that's it.
That's how many weeks are in a year. One a week.
Oh, you're right.
If you start feeling frisky into the year, we can start going 2-a-days, baby.
I feel like at some point we're gonna need to do twice a week.
Yeah, once the clout gets up.
Yeah, once we quit our jobs
really
and choose to pursue our
that,
passion.
Turn that off.
Hey man, you can't be disrespectful, man.
Turn that off.
Once we quit our jobs and choose to pursue our passions and stuff like that, then maybe we could do two episodes a day.
Yeah. Would you consider being the video guy if we went on the road?
Yeah, that's one of my talents or skills.
Okay.
That's why I like being a jack of all trades, because I can literally do whatever I want.
Yeah.
You know?
It does help a lot. Like when it comes to for me, I found music because it's like, bro, I make my own beats. I sound like Russ right now. Yeah, who make your own beats, mix their own records, master.
Listen.
I'm the best. No, but like I did it. People don't know I did it out of necessity. It's not necessarily because I wanted to be.
Yeah, same. And it's like, you may not have the money to get, that studio time and stuff like that. So it's like,
Literally.
yeah. So it's like, why not learn it yourself? And then people will end up paying you for studio time.
I've had that happen.
And then you win.
Or let me fix this. Or paying me for beats. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I don't know, be a jack of all trades, I guess, whenever you do. Like, we're podcasters. I'm a rapper. You do video work.
I started watching the Logic tutorials too, by the way.
There you go.
So
Look, I'm a teacher. I'm inspirational.
so like
speaker.
So every morning I get up like an hour early and just watch, because it's like 106 videos.
That's dope.
And just one by one.
Yeah, man.
So,
Because it's really like that's how I learned everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a professional at Logic. Like I gave you I gave you the basics on auto tuning and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Compression, but I learned all that. Like if I didn't know how to do it, went to it and got it done. You feel me?
And I don't know, for some reason, like after going through it with you, because I never really went through it with someone that makes music. So I feel like after going through it with you, it was like watching these tutorials. It doesn't seem as
Intimidating.
Yeah.
Everything seems intimidating at first, bro. Literally, because fear is our natural inclination.
Yeah.
But when it shouldn't be, it should just be like, yo, it's not that serious.
I think it's like a fear of the unknown too, because like you don't know what the hell's going on this page.
Literally, every new job or every new position, I always be like, dang, am I ever gonna be able to do this? And then 2 months into it, you're just like, you're like
Basically,
half-ass doing it. Keep it a buck.
I mean,
Well, maybe not 2 months. Like a year in, you're just, it like the back of your hand.
yeah,
Yeah. But that's just a regular job. Maybe if you're a surgeon, you probably holding somebody's heart.
Man, that's crazy.
But yeah, rest in peace to you were playing his music, Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke.
I never, you used to listen to his music a lot?
I just started listening to it. Like I heard a few songs, but
Isn't that crazy though?
like I
was that way with Nipsey Hussle, bro.
like you just kind of started and then
Well, somebody showed me his album.
yeah.
So we were doing another podcast, but that kind of fell through because people just moved out of they moved back to California. You came from California, so
That's crazy. It's like a weird trade that went on there.
yeah. But
Phoenix Suns trade.
gee, but
I don't know.
So then I listened to Nipsey's album, and then I was like, it's cool, but I guess at the moment in my life, I was just only listening to like Christian rap or listening to myself. So I just was like, it's cool. But I definitely slept on it. But once he died, I was like, let me give him a fair shake. And,
It sucks it kind of comes to that. But like for me, I'm just like, when it comes to music, I kind of move at my own pace. So it's like for Pop Smoke, I heard a few songs, but I wasn't like rushing to listen because I felt like he just got here. I'm going to have all the time in the world to listen.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
20 years old, bro. That's crazy.
wasn't even legally old enough to drink. That's
yeah,
crazy.
That's sad, man. But I mean, I did get to thinking. Me and my wife were talking about it because it's like you see these guys and it's not their fault, but they wear the money on their necks, and like he's like you become. It's very interesting. Like I started thinking, but then I started thinking like, shouldn't I be able to do that?
Yeah,
I shouldn't have to not be. It's just a very interesting, and it seems like it only happens in our culture.
definitely.
When it comes to just like these, I mean, not that people don't get robbed. Like Kim Kardashian's got robbed.
Yeah. But Chris Brown got robbed. I think Kevin Hart got robbed. Rihanna's place got robbed before. So yeah.
Like the infamous Soldier Boy.
Oh man, with the Dracos.
Yeah, but I was just like, it sucks because it's like you should be able to like, I don't know. It's very interesting. It's like you worked for it. It's your money. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah,
you should be able to buy chains, and we should be able to have. So I don't know, bro. Even last night, because we were in Scottsdale, I was the designated driver for my wife and her friends. I'm just out there, and like I don't know if I have PTSD or something like that, bro. Because it's like I'm just worried about what's gonna pop off. Like I'm outside, and I was like, oh, what if somebody bumps me, and then something? Because you're walking around, but it's drunk. It's mostly all drunk people.
Yeah, they're harmless for the most part.
Like people out there. I mean, if you're out clubbing, I'm pretty sure you're on something.
Yeah.
Whether it's alcohol or pills or whatever, because you want to go and you want to have fun.
Yeah.
But it's just like I'm in that environment, and it's loud. There's a lot of people, and I just kind of want to just like leave.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. Is that just because where we're from? Or is it just like I'm just a house person,
I think it's like a combination of it all. Where we're from, what we've seen, what we've heard, people we know that have been like personally affected by it and stuff like that,
Well, there was cops all over the place too. So.
Hey, no, yeah. When we were on our way home yesterday, it was a bunch of cops. Like we were like downtown Phoenix, but yeah, it was a bunch of cops over there too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's very interesting because that's one of the things I was like, dang, do I have PTSD? And then do I have PTSD of like, because like, I don't know, like if you've achieved a lot, you should be able to wear that stuff and not have to worry about getting robbed.
Yeah.
And
it's like, but I feel like the bad part about it is like, it's going to be waved over the victim's head in this case because that makes people jealous and it makes them want to do things like that. So it's like, I feel like that's the only sin there, even though it's not really a sin on like the victim's part.
Yeah.
But it's like people like to show off their accomplishments.
Yeah.
But even like the people that rob people, they'll still post up the stuff on Instagram and stuff like that too and flex it. So it's like,
yeah. It's just a weird cultural thing that I see. But I mean,
really
I don't see no other reason why. Was he a gangster, gang member?
He was.
Oh, okay. Well,
but like that life, But it's like, but it's still, there's plenty of active or that were active when they were younger, and they still got to, like eventually, I feel like they kind of drift away from that, and just focus on business. Like someone like Dave East, who he's a Crip, but he's also acting and stuff like that now, and always on tour, stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, he has ties, but he's slowly but surely, creating that gap in like
it's always gonna be there though.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's like Tupac said it.
Yeah,
always got to worry about the payback.
My man just went there. Yeah, it's like some buck that I roughed up way back.
Yeah,
right, like that's how it goes, man.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, rest in peace to him, man. I was hearing his name, but for negative reasons, like prior to his death, I believe in the headlines. I don't know. I don't even care to even say it now. He's dead. Let him rest in peace.
Yeah, it just sucks though, because like you want to see these people live to progress from wherever, or just see like where they end up, and it's like his story just started. He was only here for 20 years.
Yeah, and it would be so corny if people come up with like, "Oh, Pop Smoke got popped and smoked."
No, like people were
already.
There's posts allegedly saying that it's like I don't know, someone saying they had something to do with it or were like a rival gang or whatever it was. But
they're like claiming it, like when ISIS claims an attack, like that was us.
They were saying like they were smoking his weed and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's a lot. The police were saying it was definitely more of a setup. Like it wasn't like robbery. It was like they came in there to do that, and then
Did they take all of his stuff or?
They said one of the like suspects, he just walked out the front door with nothing. So like,
So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was hearing something about some girl. I don't know. I don't really like spreading hearsay. I don't know the guy. I've heard his name a couple times. I mean, he's in the culture though, so that's why we talk about him. But he's like 20 years old, man. So kind of
like,
sucks.
it's weird to read about people dying at like ages like I've already passed.
Yeah,
So like hearing someone die at 20, it's like, yo, at 20, I was just
yeah,
like, wow. I was in community college, you know, still wondering what to do with my life and in the world. And it's like for him, he found his passion, but it's like, it's just.
yeah. Well, I was watching this interview with J. Cole and Marshawn Lynch.
Was that with
I forgot what his name is.
oh, what is his name? Man.
He's like that business guy, but he does those talks.
Yeah.
But so you know, like when you asked him like how long did you expect to live?
Yeah. It was what is
that
his
was
name?
real for me, bro. Cause we could look it up. J.
Jesus.
Cole, Marshawn Lynch.
It was the director. Wait, yeah. It was 3 black dudes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one in the middle, that's the director for Black Panther.
Really?
Yeah, Ryan Coogler. There it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? So what? How long did you expect? I didn't expect to. Bro, I don't even know.
It was like, I mean,
because J. Cole's answer was interesting. He's like, I always expected to survive, but it's like, mine was not that. I was just like, I don't know, which I don't know is not a good mind state to be in. Like, who knows?
I mean, I think I kind of resonate with that. Where it's like, I didn't have to fear for my life every single second, but I still wonder just being from Los Angeles in general and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, just being places, wrong place, wrong time.
Exactly.
I've had friends already that have, you know,
Same.
been, you know, just wrong place, wrong time,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So, or people I know, people I went to school with. So it's like, I always wonder, like, but I do like have like little moments where I'm like,
Yeah.
am I going to see 25, 26? Am I going to see?
That was real for me, bro. Like, I didn't know if I was going to make it to 20. Like, I have a lyric where I say, you know, I didn't even think I would make it to 24. I didn't. Because it was just like, again, not in danger all the time, but it's like you see where you're at when you're around and you're just like, is it only a matter of time?
Like,
But that's a terrible mindset to be in. I'm pretty sure like a little kid in the suburban, he knows he's going to live long. But I don't know.
yeah, it's like a
See all the gang violence. Back then, in my neighborhood at least, the gang violence was way more rampant. Now it's really toned down. But in that time, you know, I have friends get shot. People like literally like what happened to Pop Smoke happened to one of my friends, but he survived and he was still gangbanging. And then I was just like, bro, like literally, I'm talking about coordinated hit. They ran in his house. They did not give a damn. Shot him and his brother, and they both survived. So maybe they weren't really trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it was just more of a message. Like, because, you know, people probably don't want to get body on their hands because, you know, gangs are weird. It's like the boss never gets his hands dirty.
yeah.
He makes somebody else get their hands dirty.
But it's also weird because I feel like the older generation is just, I feel like they preach a lot more to stay away from it, that life.
They're like,
but
hey, yeah, stay away from that shit. But, hey, little homie, you trying to get down? Like, they're hypocrites.
it's like, I mean, because like for me, like, what was, like, I remember just walking past this group of dudes on Ramona, I think. But like, it was just like, I think I had like all blue on or something like that, bro. Like, it was like, hey, man. Oh, because I was in my football uniform too. And, you know, they're just saying like, hey, man, don't let me. Like, yo, just keep playing football, bro. Like, don't let me catch you out here.
Yeah.
And then it was like, like a 3-second pause. He was like, I'm gonna beat your ass.
You know, like I don't. That is an interesting thing to dive into. Is like, I think it's because they know it's blood in, blood out. So they're maybe trying to warn you, like, because they can't leave.
You know, I feel like for when it comes to like that, that's one of the few instances where do as I say, not what I do.
Yeah.
Definitely plays a
Yeah.
you know, a big part.
At that point, you done enough stuff so somebody could snitch on you, or, you know, it's kind of like what people say happens at the top with the elite. Like, they all do weird stuff, rituals, so that they're all kind of keeping each other quiet,
Yeah.
you know? Oh, because the whole Epstein thing, Epstein, how was he able to do all that?
Yeah.
And he's like, probably because everybody else, everybody has something over somebody.
Yeah. And then people are paid to be kept quiet and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know,
same
even
thing.
like R. Kelly. The hypothesis of it, the whole situation was that everybody knew, and for the most part, he was paying people off. But once he wasn't able to pay people off, it was like, all right, well, we're gonna give it up now, because like if he promised you like $1 million a year, and then 2-3 years go by, and you're still doing well because of what he's giving you, but it's like he's not giving you anymore because he can't. It's like I was like, all right, well, we just gonna air it out then. Now
that's another example of like somebody just mismanaging their whole career, like all those masters, all those royalties,
like amazing songs
gone.
Like I wish we could just have like a day where it's like the R. Kelly purge, where like just get all the R. Kelly out of your system, and then just wait. Can we do that? Can I be a thing? Like, cause listen, I need to hear "I Wish" just one more time. Yo, can we just have like a R. Kelly purge day? Listen, just one day, get it out your system, and then I'll never listen to him again
with no judgment.
Yeah. If you want to step in the name of love, just on this day, or maybe like once a year.
That is
actually no, because that's like R. Kelly Day, and I'm not gonna do that.
That's hilarious.
I think we should do that. Let's have an R. Kelly purge day.
That's the funniest thing I've heard you say. R. Kelly purge.
Like, just bro, come on.
I still listen to R. Kelly.
I can't.
I mean, I can.
He doesn't even show up anywhere near my Spotify library.
I thought they took him down.
Oh, they probably.
Yeah, I heard they took him down. Or they delisted him, which means like it's not gonna pop up. You have to go looking for it, so you know what you're doing.
You gotta look, and
he's not on any featured playlist, nothing like that.
They're gonna know you're looking too. They're gonna send you a message.
You're the one who told me that, right? He got another charge.
Yeah. Recently, he got another charge. I don't know what it was. It was probably. I think it was a sexual assault charge. Another one. So it's like, yo,
isn't that weird though? Like that's a sad case because it's like, bro, he's a brother.
Yeah.
And they're throwing the book at him and they're unearthing all this stuff. It seems like, but I mean, it's something that we've been noticing is like when it comes to black entertainers, I mean, what are they trying to do to Kobe right now? But we are not having it.
We're not, no.
But now we're just forming like Voltron. And all of a sudden, he's a witness, she's a witness. Oh yeah, we got this. But when it's one of theirs, all of a sudden the law and the politics speak. Oh, I have the best lawyer in the country. I have all the best lawyers in the country working for me in tandem. Oh, okay, you can get, probation or whatever the hell.
Or like OJ. Yeah. Like all you need is like just a really good team of lawyers. Just like you're gonna win for the most part.
But unless you're black.
Or OJ.
I mean, he's not black. He's OJ.
Yeah.
That's funny. But OJ, wasn't his, like, parole? He just got paroled. He did his time, and then he got paroled. These guys aren't even doing their time.
Oh, yeah. They just go right back home.
Yeah. I heard one guy, was it Epstein? Somebody, jail time for him was literally, he had to, they let him out to work. So work furlough. He had a jail, high quality, like some really rich, privileged shit, Yeah. And I was just like, bro, even last night I was observing like a black cop gave this white guy a ticket. And bro, the white guy was just mouthing off to the cop and just doing them. And I was just thinking to myself, I was just like, am I going to have to like play like Eric Gardner or something like that? Really, if this cop gets out of line, am I going to have to like help? Because it's like we have to keep the police accountable too. And I was like, could I lose my life? And those thoughts were passing through my mind. I was like, would you even do it? Like, say this cop just like smacked the shit out this dude. And what would you do?
I think for us, we have to ask ourselves that question a lot more than everyone else. And I feel like that's something that speaks volumes too. Like, that's something people don't think about. Like, a lot of stuff we do is like even like going to places and stuff like that. It's like they might shoot up the whatever,
If they were getting shot. If they were shooting up that, man, that was a lot of people. Yeah. That was a lot of cops.
I thought about, do you think
Oh, but to finish the point, like
sorry, go
he
ahead.
was just mouthing off to the cop like about this ticket, like literally mouthing off. And his girl, she was black, and she was saying, "Get your ass in the car." Like, but this, and I was just thinking, like, if that was a black guy saying that to a black cop, what would have happened?
He would have been.
You know, would he have gone back and forth with him? And then there was another white guy, like all on the cop, like trying to mediate another. And I was just like, this is just white privilege personified. Because I was like, would that cop be that lenient with one of his own? And what if there was another black dude like, oh, come on, officer. Like,
What if it was?
You know, I was just like, this is an interesting.
Roles reverse. He was a white cop and the dude was just black. Like that would have been. And then the girlfriend was white. That would have been.
Yeah, man, that was an interesting situation because but we're in Scottsdale, so I mean, everybody out there is pretty privileged. That's where all the rich people live in Arizona. So, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, do you think, so you know, like the negative side of once someone gets like accused of something and like a bunch of other people, you know, come out kind of saying the same thing that happened to them. Do you think like, so like say like for R. Kelly, you know, he gets locked up and stuff like that, and then so he gets more allegations and stuff like that. Do you think it's because like they were scared to do it? You know, because when you're like,
I see what you're saying.
when they're like a celebrity of like that stature, the amount of power that they have.
Yep.
Do you think it's easier for them to do it? Like, you know, how people say like
Terry Crews type shit.
yeah, like, oh, well, why didn't you say anything before?
Yeah.
Like, but it's like they don't think about all the power that they have. Like, they can potentially ruin your whole life.
Yeah.
So I feel like it is easier to come out with your truth after, you know, like when they've been, you know, like say for R. Kelly in jail because the power isn't there anymore. Like, there's no fear. So it's like, I feel like more people would come.
Yeah, it's definitely, with sexual crimes and stuff, like, there's a reason why there's a longer statute of limitations for that, and especially for murder, like, there is no statute of limitation. I think so, at least if you're smart, and some states are just nuts. But, like, I don't know, it's like it's one of the most unreported crimes, especially amongst women. Like, what is it, like 1 in 3 have been raped, which is...
that's a very, like... Yeah,
that's crazy, you know. So, especially like, but it has to come like because Kesha had this thing happen to her where it was like, do you want to keep your dignity or do you want to keep your career? And she chose her dignity because it was her manager that she said did something to her, like whether it was smacking her butt, like making a pass at her, or actually trying to rape her. What I don't remember like specifics of what she said, and I'll look it up. But like, she wasn't able to put out music because I was like, what happened to Kesha? She was freaking hot, bro. Like, blow, like I was never even into that type of music, but I was like, yo, that shit was hard. Yeah. Wake up in the morning with a bottle, like everybody was saying that, but that blow joint, like, I was like, whoa, this is, you know. And then all of a sudden, she kind of just goes away. Also,
you heard about how I think she has to pay him for defamation of character or whatever.
Wow. So women just are not protected at all.
Yeah. And then I've read stories and stuff like that where it's like the girl or the sexual assault victim, but I'll just say women for this one. So the girl would come out and say to like a family member that, oh, Uncle such and such did this or whatever, and they just got dismissed for it. Like they got in trouble for saying that their uncle or whatever or cousin touched them. Like and they were saying like that's a common thing too, which is why people don't speak out.
Yeah, man, these feminists have a point when I do think some feminists go crazy with it.
Yes.
I don't want to keep saying crazy because that's one of those words that are used to, you know, defame them or slander them. But some of them go a little too hard. Yeah, like it almost comes across as man hate. Yeah, but obviously there's some who are actually like. They're actually fighting for things like this, you know, things that are pretty logical to everybody, you know what I'm saying? But some go too hard with it and too far with it. Just like anything, like some Black Lives Matter people are clearly black supremacist, Hotep people. Like
Hoteps are the too far for Black Lives Matter.
I saw somebody put the Hotep hat on Boozy for all this Dwayne Wade daughter stuff or whatever. Like, that was funny, bro. That was funny. But,
like, that's just Hotep talk. Because Hotep only cares about, well, for one, the man. Yeah, they care about black, but it's just the progression of the black man. You know, like there's no one else is important really, as far as I've seen and read and stuff. But yeah, man. Planet Fitness, they kicked Boozy out because of what he said.
But Boozy just said it the wrong way. I understood what he was saying.
Yeah.
A lot of people believe in what he's saying.
And then, but then it surfaced that like, you know, then they're like, wow, the same Boozy that, you know, got his son a stripper to give him head or something like
Facts.
that. But like 13-year-old son, and it's like, yo,
you could tell if he's doing that, he's one of those type of dads that's like, hey, I'll show my son porn.
It's just one you can't talk to him.
Yeah,
you know, he's from the South, so it's different there.
He's always outspoken. Like even when Jay-Z did the whole money to the ear thing, came out and said something. He's always said stuff, but he's not the one to make the argument. Like the argument I was making last week is way more articulate and way more sophisticated than the one.
He just talks.
He just says, your son, let him. Who do you say? I mean, but I agreed with that point in his rant. Like, just let him be gay. He doesn't have to. But he's like, cut his dick off. I was like, bro, do you not know how that works? You don't have to cut your penis off.
Yeah, like one,
you don't have to get the surgery.
Two, he's still pretty young, so I doubt they're gonna let him get the surgery like at this very instant. Like I'm sure they're gonna wait. They're having waited a few years or have her wait a few years and stuff like that. And it's like, if Isaiah wants to go through with the procedure,
you say her. You're already dressed in the pronoun.
I mean, hey, she wants to be. I'm all about like, you know, just respecting people. So it's like she wants to be her. She's her.
Nah, that nigga girl.
If you wanted to be him,
that's crazy. That nigga girl. If I wanted to be him, what'd you say?
If you just want to be him, like don't address me as Kiahree. I'm just him. I ain't gonna call you him.
No, you lying. He is I and I am him.
I'm him. Shout out to Kevin Gates.
I am him. That's who was saying that.
Kevin Gates.
No, somebody else was saying that dumb shit. They were like,
I am him.
And he's like, it was Charlemagne and somebody. Charlemagne was interviewing somebody. And he's like, I am him. It was Antonio Brown. Did you watch the Antonio Brown interview?
I can't. No.
Oh,
was it a good one?
It was cool. He was just explaining why he's crazy. But he said something like I am him, but he gave him like no, he said I am that guy, that dude. I am dude Stradamus. He said he made like I'm that dude, but he made it like some stupid name like I am that doozy or that dude. And he's like, who is that? He's like, I am him, like I am that guy. I'm that dude. Saying like he's the one, like he's the, you know what I mean?
He said I'm mans.
Yeah, like essentially that's when Drake says I am mans and them, mans and things, man them. You know, that's
mans them.
Yeah, but it was alright, man. He was just he's on an apology tour, essentially trying to get back into the league.
You know what other well, let's stay on this for a second. Do you think so? Like with just the certain behaviors you've seen and stuff like that from some of these, even just star athletes.
Yeah,
like I feel like if you played football, I feel like almost everyone has some form of CTE or like any kind of contact sport for the most part. But since he's a football player, I'll talk about football. I feel like if you played football, I feel like everyone has some form of CTE to a certain level.
Or just sports in general, like like I've had
contact
collisions
sports.
in basketball. Yeah, contact sports. Like if it's tennis, maybe not, unless you like trip and bang your head into the wall or something. But
yeah, so it's like I feel like so. But yeah, for him, since it's football, I feel like being like that plus being like you're like the star athlete and stuff like that. So it's like people are praising you like you're God. I feel like just all that mixed up creates what is created.
Yeah,
you know?
He's crazy. I think he is kind of like, you know, he is a little crazy. But on top of that, could be, you know, because apparently they asked him about this hit he got. Like he got hit. The worst hit I've ever seen was Anquan Bolden. He got hit by like two people, and that boy just like fell.
Yeah.
Apparently he got hit like something like that, and he said everybody always asks me about this hit. Like I'm good. I just got my bell rung, whatever. But I don't know. It could be that, you know, he has some form of mild form or CT, because especially like I thought you were gonna say the star player gets targeted.
Well,
There's certain people target. When didn't the
that
Saints
too.
get in trouble for that or something? They were paying people
Yeah.
to target players.
Headhunters and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
Antonio. Whoever takes him out, that's a $200.
Yeah.
200,000 or whatever.
Yeah. Like,
He's crazy, man.
but that's what like I feel like for me, like I'm not gonna have my kids start playing football. Probably like not until like high school. If they really want to play, because
They're gonna be trashed by then, though. There's
I
kids that
didn't-
start training at 5.
Yeah,
Literally,
but like a lot
when
of
they're able to walk.
But it's like if you're playing football when your brain's not even developed all the way, and like you're smashing your head all day, like it's not gonna be good for you.
Oh, you talking about Pee Wee?
Like because I mean, so it's easy to say Pee Wee, but like if you go to Texas, they have Netflix series on how serious like they take football.
Yeah.
So like it's like a big ass factory for like little kids, and it's like that's all they do.
Like,
Like
ain't nothing else to do in Texas.
that too.
That and barbecue and sing country songs.
They're really it's just land out there.
Wanna go ho 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 ho. I
Yo.
wanna go.
They were shitting on Texas on that episode. She said everybody from Texas was stupid.
What did you say about Texas? Yeah, that's a good point. There should be no contact until at least you're a teenager.
Yeah, because then like your brain's a lot more developed and like solid.
I support that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Because Pee Wee, they do have helmets on. They're smashing into each other. Yeah, that's wild. Now that I think about it.
Because we had like tackling drills where it's like you're literally all you are is just like a dummy. So it's like they'll get 2 people. So they'll have one like kind of trotting, and then they'll have you come full speed and just literally just hit them. Like that was one of our drills that we did.
The hell?
And like I'm just smacking
Your
your
school
head.
didn't have those little padded things. Couldn't afford that.
Well, this was when I tried Pop Warner. So I was like, I think I was like 10, but I had to play with the 12-year-olds because I was too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just that. But
Were you
even
catching bodies out there or what?
I was still too big, so I couldn't play. Like literally, I was like 5 pounds over. So they're like,
Yeah, my
you
little
can't
nephew
play.
had problems with that.
It sucks because
Make
like
weight.
you have to run like 5 laps before practice and stuff. Even the way that they train kids, like, my friend he said like they used to put like how like wrestlers have like the little like they'll run with like the bags over them and stuff. Like he was doing that stuff as a child.
To make you sweat.
Yeah, and like make you lose weight. But this is like a child. Like
Yeah.
you're like 10. Like
Nigga eating freaking Cocoa Puffs all day. Have to burn that off.
what 10-year-old doesn't though?
I mean, if you're trying to be an athlete, man. You see that 10-year-old, the little white boy who was like the muscle kid?
Yeah.
He's like an adult now. He ain't shit.
I was gonna say like a lot of the time the parents put all that into it.
Yeah.
And then they kill it for the child. They didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, facts.
And then now your child is 5'5" when they could have been 6'2".
Or freaking you get a Michael Jackson.
Become the biggest.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
I was hearing some people talk about that on a podcast because I was like, yeah, because the yoga guy again. I watched a Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking about like, living a life over and over again, or karma and all that stuff, reincarnation.
Yeah.
But he's like, how do you explain like a little kid that is like a freaking savant at like 4? Where does that come from?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy. That's true. Like Mike, well, he wasn't special from the jump. Like, wasn't he a child actor or star or whatever? Like A, B, C. It's easy.
yeah,
Like he was spitting on that.
His dad, just that failed dream. Then he just
There's no auto tune back there either.
Yeah, Michael, he wasn't even like singing in a group at first, but then his older brother Jackie was, I do believe. And then they heard Michael sing, and they were like, "All right, well, we're gonna move Jackie to the back, put Michael up front." Now he's the youngest member, and he's also the biggest member. So it's like all that pressure and everything like that from age like 5,
Yeah.
while the other kids are outside drawing and flying kites and stuff like that.
What would you do if you saw that your kid was like the greatest? Like, what would you do? Would you let him just squander it away, or would you
I would
push him to be the best?
I would push, but if I see that if I feel like a child, you can only push so much until it's like you're just forcing them to do it.
Because you think, obviously, like, I would imagine, like, him and Selena kind of have a lot of in common. she was the biggest Latin star. Maybe people can say Shakira or J Lo or Pitbull now, but Selena's kind of like the hallowed, like she's the greatest. But from a young age, she was like amazing, and her dad. But she actually wanted to do it too, as well.
So that's the thing too.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of interesting. But how do you like stop a kid when they don't know what's for their own good? Like, Dad, I want to do it, but it's like you
but
need
I
to
feel
take
like
a break.
I feel like you got to give kids more than that because kids are really smart too.
Yeah.
If a kid doesn't want to do something, they're not going to do it.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that happens, and that's why you get these little kids like Justin Bieber, little douchebags.
I feel like just talk to your kids like a normal person. Don't treat them like a little kid and for certain things. I feel like even like the baby talk and stuff. Like just they're a regular person. They will react quicker if you just talk to them normally.
Yeah. Like, nigga, did you just miss a note? Did you just miss a note?
Yeah, like
go get me the paddle.
Like, oh, we can't play. Like, the kids, they were athletic too. Jackie, he also has scholarships for baseball. Like, he could have went to be like one of the greatest athletes ever, but you know, his dad said he had to quit the team and just practice and practice and practice. And it's like, yeah, the result was nice, but at the end of the day, he was still a background.
Yeah, I think that's a lot to say about the dad. Like, whenever you see one of these little child star or child actors, you just got to look at their parents and say, what are you doing to that kid, man? Kids don't really want to be doing this shit.
Like, I mean, some definitely do, but I feel like a lot of people just try to live through their children. So it's like, say for you, you don't become like the big, just as a scenario, like you didn't become like the biggest rapper and like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But then you have a daughter and you find out she can sing really well. And it's like, instead of just kind of acknowledging that her gift and like kind of presenting things to her to possibly that she want to do, you're just like, all right, every day we're going to start singing right now. You're not going to do anything else. We're just going to sing till. And like your goal and your motive is not for her to be the best she can be. It's just to be the biggest pop star in the world because that's what you want it to be. You know, I feel like that's a common theme with these children too, which is why they end up on drugs and stuff like that.
All types of weird craziness.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these celebrities have been child actors. Like, I never realized Megan Good was in Friday until I was watching it one day.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? That's Megan Good.
Yeah.
She's a little ass kid.
Yeah.
First time I saw her for real was in Biker Boys.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, no, I used to watch Nickelodeon. So she was on Cousin Skeeter.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of these people have been in front of the camera
For a
their
long
whole life. So maybe that's why they flame out, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but there are people that have good parents and people around them though. So it's like, like someone like Jason Weaver,
Who's that?
So he played the singing voice for Simba in the Lion King.
Oh, he was just in the Lion King again. I think they doubled up with him, right?
I don't think so. No, he wasn't. But he also played Michael Jackson in Jackson's The American Dream. So he played Michael Jackson.
Oh no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I know that kid. Yeah, his mom. You saw the interview. Like,
yeah. Like, so for him, he has good people around him.
Yeah.
And like to this day, like he could still get work and stuff like that. Level head. He thanks God every single time. Like just respectful, and he always bigs up his mom for getting them like the right deal because she could have easily just took that money and just that would have been it. But she was like, "Nah, we want a percentage."
It's the foresight, of knowing like that's why I'm trying to, and it's so easy. Like, bro, if I drop my album and I go take it to a label, a local label or whatever, maybe Interscope, like it's not that hard to get a deal. Because I mean, if you're okay, they'll be like, okay, he has talent.
Yeah.
But you'll probably get signed and thrown on the shelf. Like, I was just watching this thing that Boogie was on Eminem's shelf for, like, months, maybe even years.
Sheesh.
Hobson was, like, on Easy Ruthless record. Like, like, because that could happen. So it's like, okay, you want a record deal. Okay, well, here's one. But it's not your time. You're not big enough. The music's not good enough yet. So sit on the shelf. And it's like, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
That's what Big Sean was saying in the pull up with him and Joe Budden. He was saying like, talking about good music. Big Sean was like, it was good to have it's good to have a backing, but you gotta think about
moving.
Yeah, you gotta think about how many artists are signed to good music and how many of them got shelved too.
Yeah.
Like, so having like that big backing
he
isn't
did say
always
that.
a good thing.
He said like, you don't know, I couldn't. He said, there was a bunch of people that never came out.
Yeah, like Joe's is like, you had Kanye West, you were good, but it's like I'm not the only one that had Kanye West.
Yeah.
Kanye, he might have just took something from like he could have if Travis Scott wasn't Travis Scott, Kanye could have took Travis's sound and stuff like that, and then just
Is he on Good Music?
no, but they have like association and stuff like that.
Oh.
You know? Like
Do the Kardashian?
yeah, I mean, well, even before that, because for the song like have you heard All Your Fault by Big Sean and Kanye West? That's from Big Sean's album Dark Sky Paradise. But like it's Travis Scott's ad libs in the song. Like when he says straight up, like that's in the song. He could have just took that, like, and then we never heard Travis Scott. But you gotta be able to stand on your own, because a lot of the artists, like, especially now, I feel like the structure is different. Like there's not really artist development and stuff like that. It's just like who's hot, who's gonna give us the most clicks. If it's
What
not
is
you,
that? What is artist development like?
I think it's like it involves like just how like grooming them to be prepared for this life and stuff like that. Like I feel like media training and stuff like that too. Because a lot of these people, a lot of these artists, like they don't have any social skills. They just want to make music and create art and go home. So it's like the interview. That's why the interviews I feel like are trash sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's like, or they don't know how to dodge questions the right way, and or like they end up spilling all these secrets and stuff for just saying wild shit, and then they're canceled.
Canceling is canceled. How about we cancel canceling?
I think it kind of died a little bit.
Yeah, like, because it's like, bro, people are too sensitive, bro. That's what I've been noticing about a lot of people is like, yo, you guys are way too sensitive. It's like, I don't know, it's like we can't even talk anymore. It's like everybody's just crying all the time. Like, stop bitching.
Honestly, my favorite cancel though is Daniel Caesar.
Who's that?
He made a song with her. Hold on, I got the song.
I gotta see what he looks like. Does he have a Caesar?
No.
Oh, what a dummy. He looks retarded. He looks crazy as hell. Pink hair, pink afro.
Let me see. He made a song with her.
What did he do? Why did he cancel?
Well, basically, he said it was. What did he say? It was
something he said.
It was something about like racism and stuff like. Oh, he was saying, stop complaining about racism. You need to get on the winning team. Blah blah blah. One, he's from Canada, so it's still different. Two, like he literally just basically said, just join the white people and stop complaining. Just get on the winning team, make your money, go home. Which okay. And then he was like, "You can cancel me. I don't care."
and they said,
like,
"Oh, you guys, you really did it."
Yeah, like he was like up here. I promise you, bro. He was gonna be like the next big thing. Like he was praised, bro. And then it was just like he was like, "I don't care. Cancel me." Bet.
Damn, they did it.
Like I don't see him anymore. Really.
Like I love McConan.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
He's a punchline. If you ever like figured one out here one day and gone on a Tuesday like McConan or something, you could say something like, yeah, man. That's an interesting topic, huh? Canadians as it pertains to the black plight of America. Because like everybody always used to get at Drake, but I was like, he's Canadian. He's not really. He's not really. He didn't really. I mean, you can connect to the world struggle because I mean, it exists worldwide. Racism. Every culture, like you go to Chinese, they're gonna think certain things about you. I mean, look at their freaking anime shows. Like, I never realized the Mr. Bobo. I'm wearing Dragon Ball Z socks right now, bro. I never realized the Mr. Bobo was like totally like a black face.
Mr. Popo, yeah,
or Bobo.
Added to the
to me, I'm just a kid, and I'm just like, but they.
Yeah, he was black. I mean, Piccolo was also the other black one. They made green, but that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, they made Mr. Popo black as hell.
Well, and like he's and they gave him the red lips, which is like the Sambo.
I feel like anime never presented black people in like a nice kind of light. Like I feel like it's just now happening. It was always something extreme.
These are like Asian anime. Like there's certain anime like Afro Samurai. You ever watch that?
Yeah. But like traditionally though, like over time,
it's always that like black is this with the red lips and.
Yeah, just super, super extra. You know? Like even like the hair, it's like it's always just something extra. But
maybe I mean I don't know. You can't really say they don't know any better. Like if somebody tells you, then you should know better. Like because there's have you ever heard of this? It's in one of these weird, like Switzerland or one of these countries where they dress up like what is that caricature called? Caricature called where it has the lips. I believe it's the Sambo. But literally, they all get in blackface. They all put on a little Moorish cap, and they said that it's not racist because they do it to honor. He was a Moor who did something for their country or something like that. But every year they go into blackface. They put on the red lips, and then they essentially walk around doing that. And people say it's just racist, and they say no, it's not. We're just honoring this guy. But it's like I don't think they know the caricature that it's fitting. It's literally blackface, lips.
Yeah,
and
I think there's ways to celebrate people. That doesn't have to be the way, you know. But yeah,
I believe it is Sambo. Let me look. Sambo doll.
Shambo.
That is correct. So the Sambo.
You know, I knew someone named Sambo.
Really?
Yeah, but he was Asian though. But yeah, his name was Sambo.
Yeah. So, and this is weird too. I kind of felt bad that I didn't do anything, but literally when I was down in Tucson, they had like the mammy stereotype. You know, with the little. They always show her with the little. They always show her with the little. You know, Aunt Jemima. So there's a funny story.
Yeah.
You know about this, yeah. Aunt Jemima was the person who was creating the brand, saw the racist stereotype, and said, "That's it." And they use so that now when you see Aunt Jemima, she doesn't have a plaid. What do you call that thing? Bandana, yeah,
scarves,
whatever.
yeah.
Because, you know, they used to always show her she has, like, her big overweight boobed black lady. And she has the little plaid bandana, and then she has, like, a apron on. That's the mammy, you know?
Yeah.
Who used to be in the house and take care of the kids and all that stuff. And they were using it as their brand.
Yeah.
Which was just like, come on, bro. But I saw one of those little mammy down there. They had, like, little figurines, and it was the Sambo Mamby. And so we're walking because we went all through it, and then we just looked and I saw that, and then my wife was with me, and I was like, look at that. And I was just like, let's just go before I say something that's just, you know, should I have felt bad though? Like, do you think people need to say something? Because it's like, do they even know what's happening?
I just,
you know?
I feel like
because I would think me just knocking this shit on the floor is a little much. I'm not trying to go to jail
because they may really not know what's going on.
Yeah,
but then it's like they're gonna use that to make you the aggressor in the situation. Yeah, even though they clearly did something offensive.
Do you think I could have just like did something? Because nowadays in today's culture, we can just cancel shit. Like I could have just maybe next time I go down, if they still have it, I'll snap a picture.
Twitter, do your thing.
And be on some like social justice warrior shit. Yeah. But it's just like me. I was just like, let's leave this place.
You gotta at your man.
It threw off my whole vibe. Well, Sean King.
Yeah, just let him know. Hey, yo, Sean, get them out of here.
Sean King, handle this.
Get him out of here. King, do your thing, King.
Because I don't know, it was just weird, but it's still out there, bro. It's very interesting, very weird.
I mean,
anime culture, and people think it's cool to have like little days where you dress up in blackface in different countries, white countries, a bunch of little white kids dressed up as Sambo. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like,
I mean, even living here, like I was told that it's like a lot of closet racists in this area. So it's like, even though
you heard that verse, dog, that was, I mean, that's real shit. It's real, man.
Because we haven't really experienced anything crazy, but like everyone's pretty much been nice. But like I was literally told like there's just a lot of closet racists. So it's like they're gonna be nice to you and stuff like that, but they're still very much racist.
Yeah,
they're just not as open about it. But
now, is that a problem to you?
I mean, it's not. There's nothing I could do about it. For one, two. Nothing like they're not attacking me or anything like that. I'm not on like a racist hunt. Like I'm not about to get a party and search.
Yeah,
but it's like as of right now, I haven't had any issues or anything like that, so I'm good. Y'all can be in the closet as long as y'all want to. Whatever.
Cause yeah, that's essentially what it is. It's like, does it hurt anybody? I mean, I guess intrinsically, every action they do is racist, so
Yeah.
it hurts us as a collective. But I mean, that's one of the weird things about America. It's like you can be racist, and
Yeah.
as long as you don't tread on the rights of other people,
Yeah.
technically you're allowed to live here.
Yeah.
But intrinsically, when you think about it, you're hurting us all as a whole because
Yeah.
of your conduct and the way you act and the way you treat people. And like, because you might, treat people a certain way that might bring about a different result in other people, and also when you're voting, you might only vote a certain way because it's like, well, I don't give a damn about these niggers.
Yeah, like they don't care who's like for the best. Just who doesn't look like that.
Yeah. That's interesting. But overall, like that, do you think that's a small piece of the population? Because, like, bro, whenever I speak about like racists, I'm always talking about just the white nationalists and the people who are actually.
Yeah.
I don't generalize all white people.
I think that it's just basically most of the parents here, because like I even had someone say like my grandpa's very racist, my dad's very
I've heard
racist
people
and
say
stuff like that. Like my friend, this is even back in California. My friend, he was gonna give me a ride home. We were in high school, but he was like, "Yeah, my mom doesn't really like black people," but like he still offered me a ride, and I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna just walk."
What am I supposed to do with that?
I walked the 5 miles.
That is a great way to not let somebody get a ride.
like he was saying,
I was like, hey, okay, get a ride. Mom's kind of racist.
Cause like, but see, I met her before.
Yeah.
And so like the first time, it was kind of like she just seemed very like to herself. Like she was very short answered. Seemed kind of just timid and whatever.
Yeah.
So then he was like, yeah, she's racist and stuff. I'm like, oh, I get it. But she was like, but she likes you though. It's like,
it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Wait, so she actually met a black person and they weren't bad, and she likes one? Like,
and like
you would think that would deconstruct the whole freaking like, what do you call that, facade in their face? Just like, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Nope, it's just one good one out of all.
Yeah, that's what they look at. It's just like, no, they're all still bad, but this one's a good one.
Like, people who do that usually have had a bad experience with one of us. And that's why.
And it's like, but they've also had bad experiences with one of them. So it's like, but we're painted to be like just the worst of the worst for some strange reason.
Yeah, because I remember, like, I went through this whole internet thing where it was like people were saying who they wouldn't date based on race, and I was like, that's racist.
Yeah.
But then, a lot of the people were just like, well, I dated a black guy once, and this was my experience, so naturally, all you guys are the same. And, like, that's really people's, like, idea. I mean, imagine, like, generalizing a whole people based off of the actions of one person.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, maybe you could if it was, like, maybe religion. Like, everybody thinks one way, everybody has one belief, and everybody has one belief, so you can assume everybody. But it's like, when it just comes to skin color, which is something that's like arbitrary, like, it's just a happenstance. It's like, oh, we have more melanin. That's just what it is.
And that's also out of our control. Like,
exactly.
We weren't like just chilling, waiting in line and like ordered black. Like, we're just, like, we're black. Yeah. I mean, and you guys came at some point in time, and then, you guys ended up with very, very white skin and stuff.
Evolution,
so it's like,
all that stuff.
Yeah, people just other different people started popping up. Like, why? Like, what makes you superior? What makes us so scary?
Do you really think? Because like, all right, the original man is the black man.
Yeah.
Do you think that albinos? Obviously, albinos come from black men.
Yeah.
And they were kind of shunned. Like, that would be an interesting. If somebody could figure that out, because like, imagine like an albino dude getting like kicked out of Africa, and he's like, I'm about to go up to the mountains and. If you ever see a black person, then say he has like a little group of people with them, and they're all albinos, and then they just hate black people, and that's where it all started.
Albinos, they do. I mean, I feel like they were treated differently for a while. Even now, where it's like,
because I know a couple albinos.
Yeah. Like even now, like people still bully albino people and stuff like that. Where it's like, like for what? Like they're still one of us. Yeah. Like why would you isolate them? Why would you isolate someone in an already isolated group?
Yeah.
Like that's like double whammy.
Well, that's Willie Lynchism and freaking colorism. Black people hating on other black people because they're lighted and they might get preferential treatment. Like whether we say it or not, I think a lot of black people have like a skin color. Why do I do that sometimes? Skin color issue.
Double entendre.
Yes, color. But they have like issues with their skin color and their tone, and they want to be lighter. And I was watching this whole thing where there's like this popular, I don't even know what her name was. She was at a talk show, but she has this product, this skincare product called like Beautiful White or something like that. And essentially she's selling skin bleaching products, and she's trying to defend her sell of it, like, you know, oh, it's just kind of a thing that, you know, it's not really that big of a deal. Like, I don't hate myself. I love myself.
I think I saw something about that in the Caribbean. Like,
but she's some big star I never heard of. But I was just like, you know, like certain people. And then there had a lady on there who was saying why it was very bad for the community and all that stuff. But people, there are a lot, especially like women, they really hate. Well, even when you look into the islands and Africa, skin bleaching products are very popular over there.
Yeah, it's because the way that they're treated. Like, being dark skinned is one thing, and then being a woman is another thing. But then if you're both, it's like you're really looked at as like the bottom of the barrel. Like, even for songs.
By who though?
Everyone. Like,
black men look at black women as the bottom of the barrel.
Well, I would say like
in 2020.
I
feel like people like Issa Rae are like not the standard.
I'm talking about like, but for people that are like bleaching their skin and feel like they need to and stuff like that. I'm saying because like history has proven that that black women have been looked at just as a whole, like, you know, as the bottom of the barrel. And like
I think in 2020, like
it's different.
They're definitely like if you see like you can see like a lighter skinned girl and you might be like, oh, she's beautiful. But when you see like a dark skinned girl that's like really beautiful, you're just like, ooh.
And it's like some people only say like
it hit different.
But like it's weird to say like, oh, you know, you're beautiful for a dark skinned girl. Like,
and I would never say that.
Those backhanded compliments and stuff like that. Like, that's the stuff that they're used to. You know, because people really only associate beauty with like lighter skinned people. Yeah. And like like every single rapper, like, I got a light skin, red bone, light skin. I got a white girl, I got an Asian girl. It's like no one ever says like
Wale's album.
Wale, was an exception.
Yeah, he was spitting that talk, and I was like, I'm digging this, you know.
Hey, I want to see his and Joe Budden's pull up.
Yo,
I was like,
that looks hilarious, bro.
He hates Joe,
bro. That looks funny, but it's like Wale's also one of those guys. He feels like he's been what do you call it when somebody just doesn't feel like they got their just due?
Just underappreciated.
Yeah, there you go. He feels like he's underrated.
Yeah,
and
underrated,
I agree.
overlooked.
Like, bro, that last album, I bought it. Like, I don't just be buying anybody's album. Like, that shit was hard, bro.
No, everyone,
like,
but it's
from front to back. I was like,
everyone knows Wale is like one of the greatest rappers ever.
But I didn't know, bro. I was listening to his projects and I was just like, I feel like it could be better. I feel like I'm listening, but this is the first album of his where I listened to it and I was like, and it was nice. I think it has like 15 to 18 tracks or something like that. Like a nice long full album.
Yeah.
Every track was banging. I didn't know skippables. Like, bro, and I was like, where has this guy been? You know,
he's been here, but it's just I feel like he kind of painted he kind of wrote his own story. So like he was complaining so much about being underrated and overlooked. And
wow,
stuff like that.
You know what's funny?
Sorry, go ahead.
Because when I was listening to this yoga guy again, right? He was talking about people who always want recognition, or like when they get. So I'm trying to do it now, you know, like whenever somebody gives me praise, I try and like deflect it to God.
Yeah.
Or, you know, because like he said, for example, if somebody sees what I'm like, because he's a jiu-jitsu guy as well.
Yeah.
And he's like, I always say, well, thank you. I have a good teacher. Like because like people, I get it. Like you should want to be appreciated, but that's ego. You know?
No, yeah,
so it's
definitely.
like I've been working. I mean, I just only listened to it yesterday. I'm not trying to act like I'm transformed. Like nigga, they just walk in next week
put the kufi on. Put the kufi on.
You know
Third eye open.
But it's like that's such a good trait to have because it's like, bro, like I know I'm special and I know I can do what I do. But when somebody gives me, I don't do it for that. I'm doing it for, hopefully that verse will open someone's eyes or confirm somebody's suspicion. Like, you see, I knew.
Yeah.
Because it's like connect the dots, like. So it's like we should be always trying to kill our egos because it's like it's natural to have one, but we do a lot of stuff out of ego that's just like, and you can see his whole career, if that's what he was about, like, oh, niggas is sleeping on me, let them sleep. Because once the awakening comes, bro, they're going to listen to you. You're going to be as rich as you ever were because it's like, bro, I would probably buy every single album if I was just like, I was sleeping on him, but he still stayed the course and stayed. So it's like you always have to be worrisome or just cautious about like always wanting praise, always wanting like no. That's what J. Cole said. Like, do you want them to worship you? Like, no, you just want your justice. So I understand it. That's a struggle though, but it's like it's more easier often than not just to deflect praise and just say, you know what. That's cool. They'll get it. You'll get it later, dummy.
I feel like like he's just like I said, he painted that story though. So it's like, I get people saying like, I feel like I'm slept on. But like most people do say that at some point in their life. But it's like, when is it every single interview over and over and over? And that's so because like for your favorite artist or artist you might be interested in. For me, I'm sure you do it too. Like you kind of look at interviews to see what kind of person they are too. Yeah. Just to like get them as like a whole. Yeah. So it's like he has all this great music. So of course you're gonna want to know what Wale's about. But if you're going to if you go on YouTube, you look at this interview and it's just him complaining about not being appreciated for every single interview, it's like people are just not going to listen. They're like, well, all right, I guess.
Especially, in my opinion, the music hasn't been the greatest it could be. Like, that album seemed like that was the greatest it could be. I listened to his album prior to that, Shine. Yeah. There was only a couple tracks on there that I was really moved by. Yeah. And I listened, like, so I'm trying to get to a place where I listen to an album at least, like, 5-6 times. Yeah. And on multiple days and multiple settings before I give a judgment to it, Because it's like, I've had, albums I listen to and I listen to them through and through, front to back. Yeah. Maybe 4 or 5 times. And I was just like, I don't think this is really the best album. So I'm just not going to, but I won't listen to it again. That Wale album, I'll put that on right now, So it's like he's, maybe he's just, all that chaos has been affecting his music, So, but it's like, nobody wants to hear a nigga that's crying all the time, bro.
And that, so it's like, it's like,
but you at the same time, you have to fight you have to push your own narrative, though. Yeah. But it always works better if somebody else is pushing your narrative. Yeah. Or like when it comes to like praise, like I don't have to tell you how great I am. Like rap is different though, because it's like we have to boast and we have to like people have to say I'm being slept. Like that's a popular type of popular, punch to say or something like that. Like you have to pop your shit in rap sometimes to let people know like, yo, I usually try and do it through the form of like I just said something that you never heard before. Yeah. That's how and so you end up saying, whoa, I don't need to tell you how great I am. Because first of all, I already know I'm great. Yeah. But I don't need to prove it. I'd rather just do it through saying, but then you might meet some guys that say I'm the best, last name ever, first name, greatest. Like, what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm top five. Like, you're not top 5, but is he really top 5? Maybe performer, maybe like rapper, and I'm talking about Drake. Yeah. But but is he top 5 talent? I don't know. We've had a bunch of guys that he's literally wrote every word. I was gonna say every note. Did what I'm saying? Like
artist wise, like I would put him as like a top something. He's
we got Pac, something. We got Big. I mean, we've seen the story before. We've never seen it on this level. Yeah, he came at the boom of the digital age. But who knows? 20 years from now, this guy might be maybe top 20. What if we have so many great artists that are just like
Yeah, we Drake, he's gonna birth more Drakes.
A lot of people already have him third behind Cole and Kendrick because of the writing thing. You know.
So like as far as like the rap goes, he's already he has that asterisk mark. Yeah. He's hindered. Yeah. Because of that. So it's like
but he's one of those guys that always said I'm great. I'm the top.
Yeah. Like rap. All right. Well,
but I don't know if it's like popping your shit or if you really mean it.
Yeah.
Because like in rap, you could pop your shit, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like in real life, if you're saying if you're really talking like, and then I have to look at you like, oh, you have like an ego problem. Bro.
Yeah.
Like maybe Wale, that's what his problem was. Now it seems like we'll see. I don't know.
Like
Because that album was pretty good, so that must mean he's in a good space.
I feel like he wants to be as big as, I've never heard.
What does that mean, big? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all marketing.
I feel like he just feels like he should be as big as Drake and Kendrick and Cole because, his pen game is up there with them too.
Facts.
But it's just different. Like, I'm not saying he's there, like, right there, but he could definitely.
I was thinking, I was like, what I heard, Kendrick by far lyrically is above all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe Drake gives him the best, like, because Drake is good with, like, punchlines and entendres and, like 5 a.m. in Toronto type stuff, like Sinatra Lifestyle, I'm just being frank with you. Or, like, Jodeci Freestyle, like, still pushing Kings without pushing Kane. Or what.
Yeah.
Like, that type of stuff does give you points, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I would say Wale is up there. I mean, I think he's a better writer than Meek. For sure.
As of like just recent, like even just within like the 2000s.
He's like top 4 pen, bro. Maybe Big Sean's pen is nice too.
Yeah.
He's like top 4
but
pen.
It's just like, so even Big Sean's a great example too, where it's like Big Sean, everyone knows what Big Sean can do, but like he may not get as much spotlight as the other people, but he's not complaining about it all day.
Yeah.
So no one ever says anything bad about Big Sean. Like people are still going to go listen to him more because he doesn't complain about it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Because what do you have to complain about? You're really privileged. You have. But I mean, like Wale. I don't want this to be like a Wale bashing session, but
like I get like feeling unappreciated, but it's also like
I also get having to fight your own narrative too, because people might try and misrepresent you, and
you just gotta. But you also gotta look at the positives of that too. Yeah. It's like, all right, like you're in a really good space. Like people don't speak bad about the music you make.
Yeah,
it's just like
you. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah. The music's always been solid, but him not so much.
Yeah, it's like you most people don't separate the music from the artist anymore, especially now. So it's like they're gonna rank you as a whole for the most part. You know, it's like that's what I said. Like interviews and stuff like that. That plays a big part in whether people want to
like R. Kelly. Like, music. Great music, terrible guy.
Yeah,
you don't want to be like, great music, asshole.
Like, you know? So it's like, and then, so now most people don't even listen to his music anymore.
Yeah.
Even though he made some of the greatest music ever and wrote for some of the greatest people ever.
Yeah.
But it's like, he's not going to be in rotation like
especially
that.
In this age where it's just like, if once some troll gets out there, everybody, the stigma, and then it's like, it's just a terrible, like, what do you call this era that we're in, which is like, once a narrative gets on the internet and people are just like, I never heard of Pop Smoke, but I've heard his name a couple times in regards to like some negative stuff. So I
know recently they were just talking about his teeth, how he had big teeth, kind of.
Pop Smoke?
Yeah. Oh. So people were joking about like, because he had like kind of like the buck teeth a little bit. So people were joking about that.
Oh, I don't know.
Recently,
but it's just like, stuff like that. Like, it's like I've heard your name, but in what context did I hear your name?
Yeah.
Like, this is a good guy. You're like, I never heard of Pop Smoke, but I heard he's a really good guy.
Yeah.
But it's like, I never heard of Pop Smoke, but I heard some, like, people were making fun of him or talking bad about him.
Yeah.
So when I hear when I hear Wale, I hear like Drama Queen.
Yeah.
That pops up in my head,
Yeah. Like
Drake, ladies man type guy.
It's like, Why do an interview if you're just gonna act like that?
Yeah.
Like speaking to like the pull up. Like
I mean, just to come and disrespect him maybe in his own house.
Like he's just there looking at his nails and stuff. But why waste the energy?
I mean, why do you give energy? Yeah, that's that's something we should ask him if we ever meet him.
Like if you didn't want to talk to me, you're not.
He would probably do that shit to us. Just like
he won't even come inside. He'll probably just stand outside.
Just like, yo, what questions do you have for me?
It was like
he probably won't even let us mic him up or nothing.
Just
live audio and shit. I get what you're saying. Yeah, so he's really doing that in the video. Maybe because has Joe said a lot of bad stuff about him? Or?
Joe talks about like everything though.
Oh, they were saying they were gonna fight, right? On one podcast.
I don't know.
I remember that.
Joe Budden was supposed to fight Game too. Like Joe Budden, he's had some beefs.
The Game would beat the dog. Like Joe Budden swears he got hands like that. I don't know.
We don't know.
He looks like he's crazy enough to like be able to like like do something, but Game, I don't know. Wale, I'll give you Wale, but I don't know about Game. It's like 6'5", 240. Gangbanger, been in like 100,000 fights, 100,000 shootouts.
We don't know what Joe did.
Yeah, because I was on
That's a thing too.
I was on like toxic binge, watching all what is it, Love and Hip Hop fights.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, Consequences when he smacked the hell out of Joe, I was just like, I could only imagine, bro. Like those. Has anyone ever swung on a security guard? Because it seems like they just let him yoke him up. I was like, I'm about to fight you, dog.
Yeah, that is something. Because even when I was at the little barcade yesterday, like security was like, he was like, man, I'm gonna need all y'all to move right now. Like, kind of. It was a little more rude, you know. I was like, you could just say, hey, can you guys clear the area? But like, he was more like move or else, type thing. Where it's like the worst you could do is kick us out. I mean, are you gonna fight us? Like, are you gonna fight all of us?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, like that's what like security really
Power
be like,
tripping.
Yeah, security really be tripping.
Or maybe
sometimes.
they're just jaded by like all the idiots they interact with, and they're like, "This is how you have to treat these idiots."
I mean, maybe just part of like the facade or like the characters. Like you gotta, make people feel intimidated, so that way they definitely wouldn't like try to spark anything.
Bro, I'm the type of person that I'm like, "Yo, we're gonna do what you said, but I'm about to drop this gem on you. You don't talk to people that way.
Yeah.
If you want somebody to do something, like I'm one of those type of people, bro. Because it's like, bro, I get it, but you can't just go through life doing that to people.
Yeah.
Somebody has never told you this, so obviously I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to grandstand. Like that's what type of person I am, bro. It's like, yo, that's not how you talk to people. Especially like if your girl was there, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, bro, first of all, like let's get this straight. Not on like accept his authority. He has a job to do, but it's like,
I mean, she was
people
there.
overdo it.
She wasn't standing right next to me, so she was kind of out of the way, I guess you could say.
It's close enough,
But it's like, but it was like a group of us,
Yeah.
and it's already a small establishment, so
Yeah.
it's like,
especially when you guys are not that type of people.
Yeah.
Like who like that type. Everybody's in there being loud. Like we were in this eating. There was this one table that's like, woo, like cause there's a bingo night, but Shorty was just like woo, like she was doing the most. And I was like, okay, that's that table in this establishment. That is that table. So address that table that way. But regular people doing regular stuff, like, yo, be cool.
like we ain't never been in there before. We don't know where we can stand and where we can't stand.
And now you're gonna be like, I don't want to go back to that place because it was kind of
Yeah.
Damn security guards, man. Suge Knights. Did he try to sign you? Take your publishing?
Shout out to my homie Mike, Philo and Fodo. They have a security agency called Brothers Protection Group, I do believe, where they serve all your security needs. They do weddings and concerts and music videos and stuff like that.
Are we getting
Shameless
a check
plug.
or something?
Nah, you gotta support the homies, bro.
I must have not saw the check.
You gotta support the homies, bro.
Are the homies gonna support us?
Yeah. If I asked, yeah.
Yeah, what he said, I guess.
Hey.
Nah, that's
They're actually coming here next month.
Oh, I was just kidding. Hey man, I won't trouble dog. That's-
Yeah. Yeah, man.
What else happened in news? Oh, Dante Wild. Oh, who do you got in this fight? Do you follow boxing?
Not really.
Well, just go for Wilder. He's black.
No, yeah, I know more about Wilder anyway. Like I've
Yeah.
seen more of him. I don't really follow it too much. I do want to get into it more, but it's just I'm kind of into it whenever the big events pop up and
Like
stuff.
Floyd, when Floyd comes out and collects a cool 500 mil, goes back into his little cave.
You hear about what 50 Cent said about that, right?
Oh, he's broke. That's why he's fighting.
Yeah,
There's no way he's broke.
He didn't say he was like broke, but he was just saying, think about it.
50's a troll though. Man.
The lifestyle that he lives, like,
What type of lifestyle does he live?
have you seen
His
like
cars are paid for. All right, his
Yeah, but,
house is
like,
paid for. His jewelry is paid.
he lives
for.
a very, 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 very top notch, top quality lifestyle. I'm sure it's
so what
easy.
You think, what you think he's pushing a year? Like what, 5-10 million a year?
I don't know, but I think it's easy to blow his boxing money because the way 50 broke it down is like it makes sense.
Well,
People do it.
So 500 million, half of that probably goes to taxes.
He has taxes. He has a team, and then like he's
selling merch.
someone
He has a promotion company. He has like businesses. He has like. I mean, I think we only see the stuff that you think he's illiterate with his money. I don't think he's illiterate with his money.
But I mean, it's like okay. So say someone like Lil Wayne, how he would go to hotels and just buy out like the whole floor and stuff like that. If you're doing that, like living that kind of lifestyle on an everyday basis, it's like the money's gonna go, you know?
Yeah, taking flights, private jet.
Yeah, I'm sure everything that he does is like top notch, top quality. So like he's gonna pay top dollar for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought 50 was trolling when he said, because first of all, Floyd doesn't need to fight another fight in his life. He's set. Like all he would literally have to do is just like stop spending money. But it's like, you think a person like him, like he's constantly gambling, reinvesting, re-upping. So that's like kind of where it gets like, I don't know. But I mean, he buys cars, he owns his cars. He buys jewelry, he owns his jewelry. He owns his house. Like,
but if he's dropping like, hey, this watch costs $10 million. These two cars cost me about $7 million.
Oh, if he wanted, he could just liquefy.
I mean, yeah, but
liquefy your assets, and now you might even get more because it's a Floyd Mayweather watch. Like, would you pay $500 for like a pair of shoes wore once by 50?
No.
If you had $500, you're like, oh, you can get you these shoes, or we can get you 50 Cent wore these.
No, I'm still not. No.
Oh well, shit.
It doesn't really do it. It doesn't matter to me. He's not wearing them anymore.
Well, people do that a lot, like especially like cars, like this was or houses, like this was
I mean, kind of our job. I mean,
yeah.
Like that's literally our job.
Like certain people will get stuff just because a celebrity touched it or lived there or drove it.
Like I may get like a poster or something, like because we like.
Well, no, I'm talking about stuff that a celebrity like, because we're talking about him selling his stuff.
Yeah, but like yeah.
Oh, but he can. I mean, you got to think he does that too, where he's signing stuff. Like I don't think he's broke, bro. Like
no, I don't think he's like broke.
That's how 50 was saying. Like he's running out of money. Like come on, 50.
Because I watched him. He was explaining like in the Hot 97 thing. Like he was
a troll though.
He is. So like
him saying he owns TMT, like technically I could go and like, no, you can't. Fit.
Like I think
the hell up,
because him bringing out his business like that, he's definitely a troll.
He's a liar, bro.
But it's also like it can make sense in a world. But I don't think he's like completely broke. But he might definitely want some more money though. Just to have it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're that type of, guy, is enough ever enough? But.
Exactly. Like, why do you go in retirement just to come out and fight again? Because, like, it's going to draw attention, and it's going to get a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you're more likely they're just going to let you win.
But I don't see him being like. Come on, this guy has. I'm pretty sure he has investments. I'm pretty sure he has.
Yeah. I don't think he's like completely like.
And 50 went bankrupt. You listen to 50?
I forgot what that was about.
That was 50 not having enough money to pay somebody he was supposed to pay, so he filed bankruptcy so they can get a payment plan, essentially. That doesn't mean he's broke, but that means...
I didn't read all the details.
I got it, but I don't got it all right now.
Or he doesn't want to give it.
Like, you can't just not pay somebody that you're supposed to pay. I think it's
I don't want to give him that, so I'm just file bankruptcy.
I mean, for real, that's what businessmen do. 50, I don't know how much he's worth, maybe 100 million, maybe less, I don't know.
It's about 100 million more than me.
But you see, now he's making, if that girl sued him again, like, he would have no justification. Like, he has a #1 show, another show coming, a bunch of little shows from that Power. Did you ever watch Power?
No.
I never watched it, but apparently everybody loved it. So, and he's like the creator of it and all that stuff. So now, but back when she sued him, I don't know what he was doing. He was trying to like do headphones.
Isn't that what the
music was fizzling out? So it's like, now he's like a legit bona fide like Hollywood Walk of Fame star. Now if she came for that $2 million or whatever it was, you can't file bankruptcy because the judge is like, nah, no way,
His network actually dropped on here. I said network. Net worth. It says it's around 30 million right now.
That sounds about right.
But last year it was 150 because I guess he got sued and stuff like that.
Yeah, he got sued for the
He got
headphones.
sued for $17 million. He said he incurred $10 million to $50 million debt and $5 million from a sex tape case and stuff like that. Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's not like a multi 50.
And then it's like being like that, and then like having like a bunch of street people around you too.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's like your homie gets locked up. You got to bail him out and stuff like that. Oh man.
I mean, 50 got money, but he doesn't got Mayweather money. Like, let's keep it a buck.
What is Floyd's number?
Yeah. So I mean, that's just my opinion. Like, he's a troll. He likes saying funny stuff. He likes trolling Mayweather.
Dang, it says his net worth is
Almost $1 billion. It should be
565.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like 300 million per fight. It says salary. So it's like Jesus.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I heard he made more last fight, that McGregor shit.
Yeah, I bet.
I think it was like 5 something. But you got to think taxes. But he runs his own promotion and costs, right?
Yeah, but
So he
this
probably
one,
nets probably 200 million. I would hope. If you make 5, you net 200.
so like
200 in the bank, not bad.
the life that he lives is definitely. I feel like he's definitely like a cash person too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's going out straight from the source. So
Yeah, because I don't think
I would see why like
there's a reason why he owns everything.
his money might drop, but I don't ever see him being like broke.
And plus, that's not connected to his bank account. Well, he could be broke if he just stops working and keeps up his current lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, if he didn't have Mayweather promotions, because he has fighters, like that fighter that choked up his girl. Like, that was his number one fighter. He has merch. People buy the shirts. People, like, big baller brand type stuff. He put TMT on everything. People buy it. And then he has TV deals. Like, come on, man. This guy is... And I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of stuff we don't even know. And then on top of that, liquid assets. Yeah. I mean, his house. I mean, come on. He does keep like 4 or 5 girls around him. So imagine, like, that's probably what, 10, 15,000 a month. Because they're all, I want some Gucci. I want some, maybe even more.
He has kids too,
like,
right?
Yeah, he got kids.
And then he has whatever family he's taking care of, whatever friends he's taking care of, and
because you know how girls get like,
charities.
That's a nice $5,000 belt. And
yeah, I mean, but charities are like a write off too. But
he's like, you want that, baby? TBE, I'll get you that. TBE. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's a funny guy though, Floyd. Funny guy.
50 really said he can't read a book.
He can't, bro. It's kind of sad. But you don't need to read. I mean, not everybody's the strongest reader. He might have like stigmatism or something. I don't know.
I used to hate when people would choose like the person in class that just reads really slow or whatever. And it's like, I feel bad, but it's like it also just holds up the whole class because they're doing it for laughs.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are some...
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I never was that kid, so... But why are they reading out loud anyways? Teacher, you read. What the hell? Why do we want the
I
kids
guess to try to keep them more engaged, but regardless, I'm still not going to get it. So
yeah, but I once had a reading class where that teacher was terrible, bro. He used to just not do nothing. And I passed it with like an A, but like that teacher was just like, bro. He was telling us. I felt bad too. He was telling us about like a barbecue he went to one time, and he was telling me how like he was telling us how the pork chops were like fall off the bone. Like he's talking to us like we're his friends and shit. And then like me in the back of the class, I just said like, "Yo, nobody cares."
You were that guy.
I was a little dick, bro. I feel bad about that because he was a good guy, but I was just like, "Yo, nobody cares, bro." And literally, everybody turned around and looked at me, and I was just like, bro, like, are we... Because it's like, it's inappropriate. In my mind, it was inappropriate. It's like,
honestly,
this is school. We're supposed to be doing schoolwork.
Nobody really does care. But for the person that says it out loud, they're always looked at.
Yeah. But maybe I was like attention-seeking, maybe. But literally, that's...
Maybe?
Well, like, bro, if we're supposed to... I mean, I didn't... In my mind, I wasn't thinking like... I was thinking like this would be... Did I think it was going to be funny? I think it was generally just like, bro, let's get on with the class. Like, no one cares.
Back, like, this gonna set the streets on fire. This is what the streets need.
This is what they want from me.
Y'all been asking. There it is.
Ain't no one's been asking.
I love when artists do that.
The streets was asking, so I had to answer.
I've been getting a lot of requests.
Like, nigga, you were giving yourself the request to drop the album.
You got no comments.
Yeah, no engagement, no views, no comments. It was you.
No streams. I heard the streets been asking about me. We dropping this summer.
Yeah, it's just you. It's just you.
We in the stew cooking.
Me and my team. It's just you, nigga. Like, that hits home. That's just me. It's literally just me. Like, I do everything, so it's like there's no team.
We cooking. It's just me.
We sounds better though.
It does.
But yeah, I feel bad. Sorry, Mr. Helmsing, but bro, you were talking about pork chops, and I mean, he's talking to us like we're his friends and shit, and I was just like, bro, nobody cares. And then like I think I threw off the whole vibe in the room. It was bad. I felt. Now looking back, I was like, damn, that was inappropriate as hell.
So you've been wilding basically your whole life
since a youngin'. Yeah, man. I don't know, but he would always do that though. Like half of the class is like him just going off on tangents, and maybe kids liked it, but that's more so something that like when I got to college, that's what I saw. A lot of teachers doing that. We're in high school, so I don't know, man. That poor guy.
They said they're bringing Spawn into Mortal Kombat.
That's lit.
I'm sorry, I just checked. That is pretty tight. Do you think they should make a Spawn remake? I think so.
Nah, I think that one was good.
I think it was good, but it's like I like to see stuff with like today's technology because
I feel you. Yeah.
Just the amount of stuff that they can do, bro.
Yeah, you ever seen the first like Clash of the Titans?
I feel like I did.
Don't see it. This shit's trash. Like
I don't remember it, so
it is horrible. Was. That's like with the story of Prometheus.
Goes
and kills the Kraken. Has to kiss the head of Medusa. They did it in like 1901 or something like that. Some friggin' Stone Age. And it looks so bad. And then the new one that came out like in 2002 or 4. Yeah. And that was back then, but even still, like, they was way better.
It's crazy. Like, I keep saying, I tell people this, like, Avatar was, I was in talks in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and, like, he didn't have the technology for it. Like, he was, like...
Slept on it.
Like, it wouldn't be what it was. Like,
I'm happy, bro.
He grossed over $1 billion, so I'm like...
$1 billion?
Like, I'm waiting for part 2 and 3. I've been waiting for the past over 10 years, so I'm like, yo...
He said there's another part coming?
It was supposed to be 2. Like, 2 are being done. I think they are being filmed, but damn. They were supposed to come out like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It keeps getting pushed back. I'm like, I mean, whatever he's cooking up, I'm sure it's gonna be fire. But yo,
I'm a fan, bro. I hate people who say they didn't like that movie.
Yeah, I could watch it.
I hate people who say they.
Most people it's too long. I'm like,
I liked it a lot. I thought it was really dope. I thought the visuals were dope. I thought it was.
I love the visuals. Yeah. That's what it is. But I mean, the story is like
So it was essentially it's Pocahontas.
Tell as old as time. White people come and
colonial.
Yeah. It's literally just it's just called colonizer. Basically,
it was more anti-military, like the military just coming in and taking over. But that's exactly what they do.
Yeah, and then the guy, he comes from the military, and then he learns the people's ways and stuff like that, knowing that they're all going to be attacked at some point. Yeah, and stuff. And then he even mates with like one of the most important people in the tribe. She falls in love with him.
Yeah,
and then it's like
fell in love with that.
And then it's like
my man.
Everybody almost everybody dies, and then he just comes back
does the right thing
on the big creature, and then just
clout move if there ever was a clout move.
Like I'm like,
how many hoes you think he got off that? Just off the rip? Yo, at least 8.
That's probably why the movie took so long to make.
Yeah, and they're gonna have like 17,000 kids. Who knows how do their kids come? Just pop out like an eggs?
I don't know.
You're going to have like 17 kids next movie.
But you can tell like they're definitely African people. Aliens. They're blue. Like.
Nubian. Yeah, I thought it was great. I hate people who say that.
I love that. That's my favorite movie. Though.
I'm just like, I thought that movie was amazing. Screw you.
I want to see it in 3D. I didn't get to see it in 3D.
Oh, no. I'll go cross-eyed the whole movie. I hate 3D. My eyes so strained.
I saw Lion King in 3D.
Yeah.
Bro.
The new one or the old one?
The older one. They re-released it in 3D. I was I was sitting there and like
I saw too.
like when Zazu flies in,
Yeah.
and like he flew over my head. I was like, yo,
Just bird poop. There's a guy above you. Like, you ever been in one of those 4D movies? I think that's what it's called.
nah, they got 4D.
Yeah,
they do have 4D.
You go to Vegas, the M&M factory. They have a 4D movie there where it's like the M&Ms are doing something, and then there's like air and there's water spray, and
That's crazy.
yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's the future, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait till they make more VR games for like the Xbox and stuff. Like, I can't imagine playing zombies in VR. That should be lit.
Yeah, I've seen. I've never played a VR game before. I've played arcade games. Maybe that's the same.
Ish.
But VR makes you feel like you're in it, I guess.
Yeah, VR zombies, bro, or like any kind of shooting game. I feel like that's when it becomes VR, it's like you might get PTSD.
Nah, I don't need VR, man. I go IRL in real life, nigga.
I go URL
What is that?
because I get to the site with the click of a click with the click.
So you don't bust your gun. Yeah. I really bust my gun.
I shoot people.
I think I heard
don't.
I heard Gucci Man say that. I bust my gun.
Listen, he called
This sounds real.
he called the police the law.
Yeah, and when you say the law, yeah.
Jesus.
Yo, you want somebody to say the law?
He went and called the law.
You gonna call the law?
Jesus, man.
Gucci.
I ain't calling the law.
Yo, Gucci been wilding though, man. He wants to fight Envy and Angela Lee.
I mean, well, Angela, because just the whole situation.
What do you think she's? I be looking at her and I'm like, I don't know if she's fine or not. She's one of those.
I just look at Angela as Angela. I have thought about it, but I was like, I'm not gonna like go and like try to search for pictures and stuff and compare and contrast.
Oh, I've searched.
Stuff like that.
I have searched and
I'm good.
the searches have come back good, but when I see her, I'm just like, is that the same girl? Is that Photoshop? But when you hear the way she talks, you're just like, oh, okay, she might be on the low.
On the low.
A Santa Claus on the low. Ho, ho, ho.
I'm out of that rhyme. Oh, man. But yeah, that whole situation was funny, though. I mean, because Charlamagne was just being, like, messy as hell. Like, he brought it up and, like, he let it, like, sit there. Like, he could have just cut it off. I feel like we talked about this at one point. He could have just cut it off, but, you know, he just let him cook and bash his work people like that. They call each other family.
Yeah, I don't call people family. That's not family.
I mean,
Like, you're getting there. Like, if somebody was, like, beating you up, I'd be like, hey, let me help out Barney. You know, but, like, if somebody was shooting, I'm like, Barney gonna have to help himself.
like, I just feel like, I mean, for me, I have those people, like, where, because for me, my friend became my family at a very young age because, you know.
We was in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, living in California.
No, I was just.
It's sunshine bubbles over there, dog.
It
You're in
was
the
more
real old West now, dog. Arizona is 2 times realer than California will ever be, dog.
Arizona's a weird place.
I saw my friend die in my hands, man. No, you ever meet those people? Like, yo, man, he died in my arms, dog. His last breath.
He said he loved
I was
me.
there.
He said he loved me, dog. I was like, lazy, man. Lazy.
Yo, that's why rappers be lying. Like, your friend did not die in your arms, lying ass. Ricky!
Hey, man. But yeah, no, I was just gonna say, because so they were the ones that always had to give me a ride. So like, I was raised by my aunt, so she would always say, you know, you need to find a ride. So just over time, people started giving me rides. It became best friends and stuff like that. And you know, all my friends, I've known them. All of my close friends, it's like a group of like 20 of us. We've known each other for, some of them I've known for about 15, 16 years of my life. And I'm only 26. Wow. So it's like, all of them are like my family, even though we're all friends. Like my best friend, we've been best friends since I was like 12. Yeah. So it's like, you know. So I do have those. But I'm not the type to just call like new people I just met like family. Like,
well, screw you too, all right?
Like,
message received, screw you too.
I'm talking to people like I've known for like a week.
Podcast is over.
Like no, but some people like they do just jump to that like after a week where it's like
yeah. I get
you know because we're still I'm still like learning about you. You're still learning about me. Like we don't know.
Well, what do you need to know? I'm the
other.
realest nigga out here, dog. I really bust my gun
In
at the
Arizona.
law.
In Arizona, you might be.
No, I definitely. You know, I like to swim. I enjoy long walks on the beach.
There's no beaches here.
My I guess my biggest weakness is that I'm too hard on myself, and you know I try and
Long walks on the beach.
my biggest weakness is I work too hard. You know, I just need to, you know, I'm very humble.
You just need to relax. That's all you got to do, man.
Relax on the beach.
Relax. There's no beaches here.
Mm-hmm.
There are no beaches here.
No, I'm at a beach like a Jamaican girl.
Oh
Relax on her.
A beach.
Relax on a beach.
Relax on. Yeah, go on.
Relax on a beach while you want the wind out ching what chings. No, I get what you're saying. Yes, too many people call people family when it's not really that. It's just like
too
say
quick.
we're cool friends. Like I don't know. I don't really talk to a lot of people from work. I mean, you, Evan.
Like
Well, I talk to a lot of people at work, but not outside of work.
Yeah, like I would say like we're friends. Like you've met my significant other. I haven't met yours yet, but it's like it'll probably get to a point where like we're all hanging out.
Yeah,
and
at the
stuff
show.
like that.
She'll be at the show.
You know, yeah. So it's like
My family will be at the show too. So.
yeah. So it's like it's cool. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it will get to that point. Because like I don't see why you wouldn't be like become that.
Yeah, especially as we start, you know, making music and all that stuff together, you'll meet a family. Because I'm pretty sure sometimes we'll be recording at my house or mixing or whatever, you know, because it can be loud over there. That's like one of the drawbacks about living in an apartment, besides having like crazy neighbors, is like when in a house, like you can be as loud as you want.
Yeah.
So that's like, I don't know. For an artist, that's kind of crucial. Unless, I mean, you're just going to wear headphones all the time. But it's not the same. Like, if I want to hear how it knocks out loud.
That's why I want to get like my own like little studio space. Yeah. Like, just like a artist kind of room where like we can kind of set up and we'll have speakers in there. Because you could be as loud as you want in there.
Yeah.
And you're going to hear like on the actual speakers. Like, you know, so it's like, I feel like having that freedom would definitely.
That stuff, that banging cup.
Are there Crips in Arizona?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. There are Crips, Bloods, Sureños, Norteños, and...
Nosotros?
That's all I've really come across. I've never come across any, like, triad,
oh, Jesus.
like, Asian gangs or nothing like that. Mainly Crip, Blood,
I've barely seen any Asian people here.
It's really Mexican gangs out here. Asian people, they're usually around college campuses and stuff like that. Mm. I mean, or in select little places, they all live together. They don't really
like. Are there like Chinatowns here and little Tokyos and stuff like that?
Nah, not really. Mm. It'll just be like I remember, like when growing up, there'll be like apartments that'll just have like a whole bunch of Asian people in it. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like wherever they go, they kind of go and congregate.
Gotcha.
Just because, you know, California is a real interesting environment, bro.
It is.
Like, they have a whole district, pretty much.
Yeah, we have Little Tokyo.
Chinatown.
Cambodia Town. Chinatown.
Chinatown.
There's a little Africa somewhere. It's a little everything. Like, they have everything there.
Yeah.
Which I think is dope.
So racial seclusion is dope to Barney. All right.
Oh my gosh. It's appreciating their culture.
Yeah, true. But yeah, that's I've always experienced that. Oh yeah, they just be living all by themselves.
There was a Trump rally here a couple days ago.
Yeah, I was there, front and center.
I saw you on Twitter.
It's like, Trump, let me suck your. No, I'm.
He was like, I got some bars. He's like,
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
He was like, here comes my fellow African American to. He's gonna spit some hot fire for the city.
Hey, Luke, put the camera on that black son of a bitch. I mean that. Supporter of mine, so that we can get those black ratings up, huh? I can't. Hey, you're a rapper, of course you are. Yeah, so God bless your little nigger heart. Yo, Trump, he might win it again, bro. I don't care, honestly. As long as I can get me, I'm gonna get me and mines.
Hey, wait, did you hear about the? It's like a small person. who I guess they scammed. I guess he was an actor and he made it seem like he got bullied, and then he collected all the money and he's flexing it on social media.
No way.
Yeah.
That's fake.
Him right here. I don't know if you've seen a video with him right here.
Yeah, that's a real little kid.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's this wasn't what it was though. We got scammed.
Good, because I was like that. No, I'm not gonna say anything until. Can you confirm this before I say something? I don't give a damn, man. This is an all bling black podcast. My heart is black and my soul is black. That little kid.
But is your
ugly
president
as hell.
black or is your Lambo blue?
I don't have a Lambo, so
I don't have a Lambo.
loophole. That little kid, ugly as hell. He deserved to get bullied.
I have no words, but someone.
You don't think that little kid ugly as hell? Bro,
I'm
not everybody. This is the thing. What's wrong with America? Let me get up, bro. Not everybody is adorable. Not everybody is cute. There are ugly babies. Some babies are ugly as hell.
You're talking about me being depressing on the last podcast,
Bro.
You're talking about children.
Let's keep it a buck, dog. Like some people act like a baby can't be ugly as hell. That little boy. I mean, I know he's a little midget or whatever. Like he ugly as hell, boy. So kids are gonna bully him, but like, be okay with yourself. But you ugly as hell, boy. Like Michael Blackson, ugly as hell.
My only input is that newborn babies aren't adorable to me. They look weird.
They look like little mole rats,
little aliens and stuff.
Bro, even freaking Biggie is ugly as hell.
I'm not here to call people ugly.
Come on,
I'm leaving that to you. I never really sat there and looked at Biggie. It was like, oh,
nigga, ugly as hell. But he was getting hold. He even said it, black, fatter than ever, but still stay Gucci down to the socks or whatever. Like,
yeah, because he had money.
That's all that matters. So, like, bro, people, there's ugly. What kind of fairy tale world are we living in where it's like everything has to be bubbles? And I mean, people should be nice to each other, yes, but can we at least acknowledge that somebody's ugly?
Well, didn't you say something about if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all?
Yeah, but you can still say it in your heart, like, damn, that nigga ugly as hell.
I mean, you can.
I ain't gonna tell him.
You can think whatever you want to think.
No, but what if the delusion becomes too big? What if he's running around here thinking he's Beyonce and shit, or like LeBron James? He's like, damn, the biggest buffet. Like, all right, I'm gonna have to help you there, brother. Like, you're ugly as hell, boy. Better sit your little Tyrion Lannister ass looking out,
or just let him rock and just mind your business.
But in my heart, I'm gonna say, man, that nigga ugly as hell.
I've never just looked at a guy and just be like, man, he ugly. Honestly,
what?
Like that was the way we used to joke when we were younger. Like just call somebody ugly, but I've never like sat and just.
Okay, you're not ugly. I don't think I'm okay.
Oh my god,
I've seen dudes that are ugly as hell, and I'm like, nigga, you are. You know what an incel is? Incel is somebody who is like in the gene pool. They got the. You know how everything in the pool that's bad just falls to the bottom, and then. You know, you get the good water up top. But well, you shouldn't be drinking out of the pool.
I was about to say,
we were so broke, we didn't even have water, nigga. We had to go to a neighbor's house, drink out of the pool.
That's gross.
No, but you know what I'm saying, like, you know, or like, what is a good analogy? Like food, like, you know, when you got like a nice little pot of soup, like, but when it gets to the bottom, everything's been touching the bottom is burnt. And that's the like some people get the bottom of the barrel of the gene pool. Okay, the freaking. I don't know. You never even seen him before. Hunchback Notre Dame. Mom keeps him locked in the basement type
Shout out
dude.
to Quasimodo.
And then some people get all the fixins, like freaking the Beyoncés of the world, and the freaking. And then some people, you know, change their. They're so privileged that they can just change their hand that they're dealt, and they just go get surgery and all that stuff.
Kardashians are a prime example for that.
But some people are ugly as hell, boy. Like I'm just keeping it a buck. Some people are ugly as hell.
I'm
gonna say it.
I'm gonna let you say it.
I'm just saying.
You gotta get off how you feel, bro.
That little kid. I mean, he's a little kid. We should be nice to him. Maybe he'll grow in.
Someone said that was a grown ass man. I don't know if that.
Well, then why we feel bad for this ugly ass nigga?
That's the scam. Someone said that. Someone wrote that was a grown ass man. Well, hold on. I'm gonna find some of these pictures and stuff.
That little kid, like he looks like he's malnourished. Like, it looked like they spit on him before taking that picture of him, bro. Like, oh, I can't believe I had you. And then took a pic. Like, that kid was ugly as hell. Should he be bullying? Should he be? Whoa,
wait,
there we go. There we go.
Whoa,
he said the N-word. Everything I said is okay. He said the N-word. This is... There we go.
Oh,
Is he ugly now?
is he? Wait, whoa.
Is he ugly now?
He's wilding.
Oh my god, yo.
Yo.
That was. I think I heard the ER on that, folks. We are out of here.
Wait.
Press.
Is he a child? I can't. People are saying it's a child.
See, look, people get so. Oh my god, I hate.
But it's
the
not even
internet.
that. But it's like. But this.
So you want a girlfriend? Yeah. Why? You're too young.
I'll put these guns out for you, nigga.
Oh my gosh,
Hold on.
this couldn't be any more perfect.
Oh Jesus.
This little ugly ass hunchback Notre Dame looking ass boy said the N word.
Wait. What is?
Don't you love how the N word is just the end all be all? Like you could be totally wrong, but you could be losing a debate against like Albert Einstein. If he just drops the N bomb one time,
Get this nigga out of here.
You won. You won. That little nigga ugly, bro.
But yo, like, what is?
He looked like as soon as he came out his mom he got punched right in the face.
Someone said, "Hello, my name is David Breshears, president of Little People of the World organization. First and foremost, he is actually 9 years old. His family gets him things to build confidence in him and try to make him laugh and feel equal.
So he can say the N word.
Wait, I want to speak, but things have fun. So the money was not requested; it was done by Brad. Pathetic. And he tried to kill himself last year.
Rightfully so. He said the N word. He said the N word. All bets are off. He said the N word.
I don't know what's going on here. Is it
That's why we should approve late term abortions. Like, get him out of here. He said the N word. It's over. It's done.
Is it a scam?
Yes, it's a scam.
Oh Jesus, this is a
They
lot.
said, let me put this ugly ass boy on here, little Billy. He looked like a Tiny Tim type.
The drip.
Oh, this nigga in the Gucci down.
My thing is, yo,
How hypocritical. I just said nigga like 12 times in the last minute, but he said it once, and he's out of here.
I mean, he was already out of here.
The internet got interneted again.
Yo, this is wild.
Is he all dripped out?
Sheesh. Hold on, let me see what else I can find. I'm typing scam.
Yo, that is hilarious, man. Do you say midget? Or you said little person, little people.
I just say little person now. I used to say that because I just don't
Midget?
know like what word is like offensive and what word should.
But
be
it's not
said,
like they
not
can
be
do
said.
anything to you. Like, what are they gonna beat you up?
There's actually a place that's called Midget Town, and like we drove through there, and it's just like
There's a short drive.
oh
Relax.
nah, bro.
Midget
short
town.
drive.
Is that where they all live? Yo, you ever seen like left cheek, right cheek?
Yeah.
Does it if you smash both of them, does that technically count as one body?
Brother, this guy stinks!
Oh.
Shut up, my nigga. Shut up.
Shut up, man. No, that's the only cool guy that I won't call him midget. But you see, he's not ugly.
That's the only cool guy I won't.
He's
call
not
midget.
ugly, though.
You sound like the white people. That one. I'm not gonna call you the N word. Just everyone else.
He's not ugly though. I would. That's probably what his mom said when he saw him. Like, oh god damn, we're gonna put this guy on the internet right now. Get us some money. Get us caught up on our rent that we're 3 months behind on our trailer. Yo, that was warranted. Okay, it's getting a little racist around here. That is hilarious.
I did not see that video really, honestly, until today. That's crazy.
Yeah, so stop being so outraged, man.
I wasn't outraged.
Call
I was
these
just
kids ugly, man.
I'm not calling kids ugly.
Boy, ugly as hell, man. But I mean, he's rich now, so good for him. He'll get himself a little right cheek and left cheek probably on him right now.
Shut up, my nigga. Shut up.
Yo, is that
Shut up.
technically child molestation if they're midgets?
Yes, because they're still humans, bro. All right. Nah.
Child molestation midget joke off the bucket list. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Well, good for him, I guess.
Good for him.
I guess once you get any type of money, you start dropping the N-word.
I mean, that's how they do it, you know. So I guess we'll just give it up for Mans.
boy, or whatever you call him.
I can't.
He's a human being. I'll call him that. How about that? Wow. I feel like you're being condescending. He's a midget. Straight down.
All right, we're gonna move on. we gotta move on.
Am I midget phobic? Is that what's going on here? This is a lot of hate speech for midgets.
I don't know. I have no words. Anything else happen? Did you watch State of the Culture?
No.
Have you ever watched that show?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They just came back.
Yeah, I saw they were talking about. I mean, this is weird. He has essentially 3 shows that are doing the same thing.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it is interesting. But like, it's dope that he's able to make money literally 3 different ways doing one thing.
He's the modern day remix. Like on a different beat, same shit.
I was gonna ask, so like what happened with Pop Smoke, does that not necessarily like make you scared, but like cautious and like kind of hesitant as far as like developing, like becoming like a big successful artist? Like, do you have the fear of like someone that you thought was close to you like setting you up or something like that?
Oh, close to me? No.
Or just someone that may just be, or just someone setting you up in general.
Well, because Barney, if your chick get close to me, she ain't going home where she supposed to be. Huh?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I thought it was funny.
Ain't nobody getting close to you.
Nah, it does. Like success, I guess, frightens me a little bit. Like, because I think it all comes very fast when you know what I'm saying? Like they want you to go 0 to 100 real quick when it comes to like that. You know, it's like I don't know. It is. I mean, just like anybody though, it would be interesting. You know, people change. I've heard all the stories. People change up on you every time they hit you up. They need money.
Yeah.
People start feeling like you owe them something.
My thing is like the people that feel like they owe you something just because y'all are related.
Yeah.
Like, you've never said a word to me since I've been born.
Well, I was thinking, because, like, I've never met my dad, but I know who he is. And I was, like, looking at his Facebook page the other day. And he has other kids. But even with him, like, I would wonder, like, that would always be awkward. Like, what? Because I don't necessarily not want a relationship with him, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, I would hate for that to be the only reason why.
Like, that to be the start.
Like, oh, you're rich? You actually became something? Oh,
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would be awkward for me because then it would be like...
It was like, oh, I'm son now.
Yeah. But I feel like with entertainers, black entertainers, that happens all the time and it's just really weird. Like, even... did you watch this clip of this kid? He's a basketball star and he was just so happy that his dad was at the game.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, man. It was really... because apparently he didn't know his dad, but his dad came into his life. But he's obviously successful. He's playing college basketball, and I mean the probability to go into the league is high, or at least playing pro.
Yeah,
you know, whether it be D League or international.
Yeah,
and so, but you know, he was just so happy. He's like, I'm just so happy he's here.
Yeah,
and I was just like. That's interesting because it's like most people will probably be like, he wasn't in your like, you know, the only reason he's here is because you're a success.
Yeah.
But
I mean, hopefully
the kid was just so happy to have his dad there.
I feel like just for like a kid, like I'm also someone that grew up without a dad, so it's like to like have that. I understand like why he would just be excited about that, like not really thinking about anything else. Because again, you know, he's also still a kid, so it's like. I feel like there's still some innocence in as far as like his thought process about his dad coming into his life and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like the Fresh Prince episode, how Will Smith was just like, you know, he thought his dad was in his life for good. They were going to do stuff together. And all of a sudden, I got to go or whatever.
Same stuff.
Yeah. Like if he tears something, like, is the dad still going to be there? Or is it going to be like, he's not there, like he has to go away now or whatever, you know? So
I do fear that though. Success, I don't know. It depends on what you define success as. Like monetary, to me, success is breaking the generational curse of just poverty
Yeah.
and getting everybody out of the matrix in my family. Because what the matrix is life, right?
Yeah.
That's success
Yeah.
to me. Not necessarily people wanting my autograph, or I've never had that happen to me, by the way. Like, I've had a friend who had that happen to him. People wanted his autograph, and I was
Hey,
just
yo,
like,
I
we're
need your
underground
autograph, bro.
rappers.
I need your autograph, bro. I just thought about that. I'm serious.
This guy.
I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna. I'm
Yo,
gonna,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
sell
gonna
it.
make money off you.
I'm gonna take it up to our job and
Get it authenticated. But yeah, like success, yeah, to me is like that. Getting everybody, not to say that monetary like gain is brings peace, but I do think it'll help a lot with getting people out of the matrix, getting out of the daily grind and actually being able to be alone with self
yeah.
and then reflect.
I think not having to worry about paying bills though definitely helps as far as
Yeah.
like the monetizing side or whatever. I feel like just not having to worry about I gotta put money away because not having to put money away and just having it like
Yeah.
there. I feel like that already changes like you. Like you're definitely it's much more of a relief, much more peaceful.
Yeah.
Cause like I still haven't had a peaceful day. Like I feel like to myself completely because I'm always thinking about I got this bill coming up, I got
Yeah.
that bill coming up. So I feel like that. I don't feel like it buys you happiness, but it does kind of give you a peace of mind to a certain
Like
extent.
when the taxes hit, like that day,
Yeah.
every day. Because now you're like breathing room.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
but
That's success, yeah. Success is being able to do what you want to do every day
yeah,
and not having to do what you don't want to do every day.
I would say so.
Because it's like, I swear I'd be thinking like, I can't, I'm not the type of person that can sit there and just be at it. But when I'm doing music, time flies like nothing.
Yeah,
Because I'm doing what I want to do.
exactly. Like for me, I realize more and more how much I don't want to be a photographer as much because that's what my job is too. Like,
Interesting.
It's
Because
like-
there's no art. I think there's no artistry in it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
but it's like, but it's I still get to take pictures though, So it's like I get it out of me.
Yeah.
Like I don't have like the desire. If I get presented with opportunities, I take it. But it made me just realize there's other, just spaces in art that I would really want to touch, and which is why like I feel like I've done everything so far except for music. So that's why I think music is like that'll probably be like my biggest like form of art. I feel like so like thus far.
Yeah.
Because that's the one I've always loved since I was a child, and I just never like pursued it. So it's like once I really get like in tune with everything, and just like I feel like I'm not gonna stop. Like there is no stopping, which is, and I feel like with that comes success.
Yeah.
And it's like because if you keep doing something long enough, at some point you're gonna get to like that next level. I feel
Yeah.
like, and so
Those are the people that make it there.
yeah,
Every once in a while, there's just like a little dummy who makes it.
Yeah.
Right? We know what that is.
yeah.
But people who don't stop, who don't quit. But here's the thing, right? Just how you got to say, hey, you're ugly.
Yeah.
That's just telling the truth. If some people are just not good
yeah.
at it,
Yeah.
and that's cool. Not everybody, because you got to understand, people are talented.
Yeah.
So that factors into it. And then also people are like, have different work drives and work ethics.
Yeah.
So somebody who's not that talented could have the greatest work ethic, but eventually they're gonna hit a ceiling.
Yeah.
But they might do all right for themselves.
Yeah, because
Still.
like I feel like not everyone is meant to be Beyonce or Rihanna or
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. It's just, and I think everyone shoots for that, which is it's nothing wrong with shooting for the moon because you land on the stars. But it's like
Or you blow up and die like
Or
the
that.
freaking Challenger.
or that.
Yo, my nigga, shut up. Yo, my nigga.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's like you got to realize not everyone is meant to just be the biggest star in the world. You could be like
Yeah.
You could be like a really, really dope writer. Yeah, you're not getting all the spotlight, but
That's
for
like
one,
Wale, man. You're not everybody makes it to the
like it's
all-star game, bro,
like-
but you're still in the league.
I get it hurts, but it's like, okay, but what can I do with the status that I'm at though?
Yeah.
Because like if you're good enough as a writer, you're still going to be mentioned.
Yep.
Like you can still win Grammys and stuff.
You're still
like
gonna
that.
make money.
Yeah, like
Might even make more money.
and you can still make your music, and then you could just release it literally just for the love of making music.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to worry about going on tour and stuff. And if you go on tour, that's just you for the most part. Like that's
Yeah, because
you know.
yeah, but I don't fear success. It's just I fear what might come with it.
Yeah, and I think like with music, that's something. That's what I was gonna say. Like, because I feel like I would definitely put all of me into it, and I feel like that'll get me to a certain point. But it's like I'm just really scared about what would come with that because
Man, you talking like you got some bars. You got a 16 you need to get off of. What's up, dog?
hey man, listen, when it's time, you gonna know.
All right, man. I'm just like, yo, I never seen you spit a day in your life, man. I was talking like you got some bars you need to get off, dog.
Hey man, you know. But
You got some bars you need to get off. Let me get it off your chest, dog.
well, not even bars, just production and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, like I get obsessive with stuff I'm passionate about. Like when I was passionate about photography,
Yeah.
all I watched was photography videos all day, like day and night. Small details, even just the fundamentals. Which is why now I'm watching videos every single day for Logic,
Yeah.
so I can learn the fundamentals behind it too. So that way, when it's time to go, it's like
Yeah.
it's easier like to jump into it.
Yeah, it's a very different age we're living in, bro. It's kind of dope.
It is.
Because back in the day, I think you wouldn't know. Like you just have to sit at like an NPC, for example. How do you just figure that out? I mean, you probably have to read the manual, or if you didn't have somebody there showing you, I mean, trial and error would just be like, would just be like you'd be sitting there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and then maybe you'll figure it out, maybe you won't. But nowadays, there's like a 10-minute video.
10-minute video.
A long version, maybe hour and a half, 2-hour video, and it'll walk you through everything.
Like
And then you can try it out on yourself, and you're like, whoa.
and you can watch it as many times as you need to.
You're like, pause it, rewind it. Like I do that.
Yeah,
But if I need to, when I'm watching these tutorials, it's like, oh, I didn't catch that. Let me run it back.
yeah,
And a lot of times in person, you won't want to do that because you're like, oh, he's gonna think I'm not listening.
yeah. And then like the person, like I feel like having an actual person teach you, it's like you're kind of on their time, so it's like there may not be time to go back.
Yeah.
You know, so like YouTube is definitely like one of the greatest forms of education ever created.
Yeah.
Just internet in general, because it's just information that you can access whenever you want.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's just dope.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's definitely dope. Definitely.
Wait, was there anything else though? There's a new Batman coming out. Do you like Batman? No.
The Dark Knight series and all that stuff. With what was that dude? Not Affleck, the other guy. Bale.
Bane?
Yeah, Bale.
Oh, Christian Bale. Yeah.
Yeah, when he was, that was the dopest it's ever been. In my opinion.
Janae Aiko has a new album dropping.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was just thinking back to what Big Sean was saying. Like, it really doesn't. Like, you really just gotta believe and push anything that you want to happen, like, yourself. Because even having a big label behind you, like, that's just not enough.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, you should always be self-motivated, self-driven. I mean, what Yo Gotti was saying about act like you're independent even when you're signed.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the best pieces of information I've heard in a minute, because it's like still keep investing in yourself. Like if you believe something but the label doesn't, don't be delusional about it. Like this shit's like if it's like I don't know, like Yeezus, like maybe don't believe in that.
Yeah. But I mean,
but if it's
you're-
808 and Heartbreaks, maybe
Yeah.
believe in that because
Yeah.
that's clearly undeniable, and the label's probably like, go for it.
But it's like even then,
Yeezus, ugh.
even then, it's like we say that, but then people still bought it. People
I
still
bought
bought tickets to the show and stuff like that. So you know, it's like
Yeah,
It may not be, what you think it should be, but it'll be something.
That shit was whack.
You
But
know?
that was at that point. Because I've gone to the point where with me, if you're an artist, you can get to the point where if I support what you do, I'm gonna buy it automatically without even listening to it.
Yeah.
So I was at that time. I was at that point with Kanye, and I was like, I don't even need to listen to it. I'm about to buy it because I was supporting what he was doing. Nowadays, music uses is kind of drop off. I mean, because inspiration is a well a lot of times, and you keep tapping the well, and eventually you're gonna just run out of,
I was listening to Kanye yesterday.
especially when he's going nonstop. You don't give the well any time to replenish.
Yeah. Well runs dry.
Yeah. So, but
I forgot, sometimes I forget how good his older music was, and just how I was listening to his older music yesterday, and it just made me feel so good just to listen to it. It's crazy, and then just hearing the transition from that to, or seeing the transition from that to,
I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck.
yeah, to that to.
That's not good.
I mean, Jesus is King. Honestly and truly, I love choir, the sound of the choir and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's
Soul.
naturally, I like that. So it's that's what I'm here for. Them and then the production more than anything. So it's for Jesus is King, I actually enjoyed it just for that part of it. I'm not really looking for Kanye lyrics anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like we're kind of past that. So
The album was subpar. Honestly.
I'm not saying it was his greatest work, but I just love that chorusy sound. How we were watching the T-Pain video.
I would say it's better than Yeezus,
Oh yeah, facts.
but that's not saying much.
Facts.
Yeah, he's just a different space, man.
Yo, so do you think where do you see this podcast in a year? Would you want to take this
To the road,
yeah. Because I was watching other people
we might be on the road, dog.
that too.
I'm about to drop a
Ooh.
bomb on him. About to drop 2 bombs on him.
About to drop a bomb, man. Where's it at?
You ain't got no bomb sound effect. Yeah, bro. Just it goes to sleep. It's not caught. It's not woke.
We need the bomb.
Oh, is it dead? Oh, I think it's dead.
Oh,
He dead.
Is that why it was beeping red?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess this is All Things Black podcast. Something ain't got to work. All right. That was weak, anyways. But yeah, man. I don't know,
It's
just
sound better on speaker.
maybe we'll do a couple live shows. You never know, man. We just gotta take it one episode at a time.
I think, but dreaming big though, what would be your ideal, because I'm all for manifestation and things like that, because it's not. I feel if you look at it as just a technical, non-spiritual, magical kind of thing, it's literally just keep working, don't stop, and you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
It's real. Every person that I've ever really heard, heard say that they were some of the biggest moguls, entertainers,
Yeah.
and it's just I hate that I get grouped into the entertainment. I just don't like the term entertainment, because it insists distraction from reality,
I feel you. Yeah.
and that's not essentially what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm trying to tell my reality to you. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to just distract you from reality. I'm trying to show you reality. But we get called entertainers, and it almost kind of is condescending because it's you almost get grouped. I much more prefer artists or something like that,
Yeah.
But it's they call us entertainers. But every entertainer or artist that I've ever heard say that, they believe in it. That you speak it into existence. Spoke. This time around. I'm gonna make it clear. Spoke some things into the universe, and they appeared. Find your purpose. Are you wasting there? So that's what Nipsey said, and it's bro, it's real. You got to speak it out into the universe, and
I think so.
but even if it is some juju or is juju, what does that mean? I don't know. Sounds like
Juju
might
they
be
kind of
racist.
say some magical stuff.
Yeah.
Not
Even
really
if it is
racist
that
stuff.
though, I think it does something because a lot of the things are like the placebo effect. Like
Yeah.
you're self-motivating. So you're doing something and expecting something to come, but it's like you pushing yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're putting gas in the engine.
Yeah,
It's
because
not necessarily some extraterrestrial or
but I mean,
sentient force.
but like as like a spiritual person, because I would consider myself a lot more spiritual than religious. I feel like with that, I mean, but you can apply that to that. Like,
So what
to
does that mean,
spirituality.
spiritual? Like you just don't have
It's
a
more
specific
about-
religion, but you believe that there's a God out there.
Like it's more about like
You don't know if it's Buddha or Jesus or
well, see, the thing is like I would just say like I don't go to church every Sunday, things like that. Like my life is based around the 10 Commandments, but I wouldn't just sit here and say like I am like
a Christian.
super hardcore Christian. Like I believe in God and everything like that. Like
Yeah.
I still like I believe Jesus rose, but I also believe things that all the other religions say too.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't I don't just close them off because they're not Christianity.
Scientifically, yeah, okay.
You know, or you know, like,
Scientifically proven. Or,
you know, so it's like anything is possible, but I will say Christianity is like where I kind of pull from for the most part.
well, it's America, right? We're
Yeah.
a quote unquote Christian nation.
Yeah, so it's like
All right, I was just asking because it's like, yeah, when people say that, I wonder, because I think we all know there's something out there.
yeah, like
that.
I talk to God, like I talk to God every day. You know, I definitely believe in God. I have
Yeah.
never not believed in God. I definitely believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
That's why no matter how tough times get, I just know God's gonna work it out. You know, like
Yeah.
like there's always light at the end of the tunnel. That's corny that might sound.
No, that me and
but
you, we agree 100% on that. Like,
it's,
that's why I don't worry. That's why
that's what got me out of a lot of dark times.
Yeah.
Because like even like depression. So it's like going through that, but still believing in God at the same time. I think that's interesting too.
I've been there. Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's-
yeah,
it
same.
definitely could be. I used to say, "Oh, depression's fake" or whatever. It definitely could be like, but you see, like in my experience, I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing, and and more so, it's just disappointment, I guess, and like me coming so far away from what I thought I was, and the situations it landed me in, and
Yeah.
the repercussions of those situations, and that's kind of depressed me of sorts.
I got you.
Because my light wasn't as shining as bright as it usually did.
Yeah,
Like, I just was feeling down.
I feel you.
But people say depression is like manifests or it's a chemical. I don't know. Because I was doing things like when you play with fire, you get burned.
Yeah,
You play with darkness, the demons are going to come, you
Yeah.
know? So it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. But as far as like me just being happy out of the blue and then depression just hitting me, I don't know if I believe in that. But I do believe that we can be doing certain things that can bring it about,
I think. Well, honestly, for me, because I was depressed for a very long time. Like I still suffer from it, but I'm definitely in a much better space now. But like when I was going through it, which was like probably from 2013 to 2018.
Yeah.
I would say like really, really heavy. It was like
5 years.
yeah. It was like once. It was this weird thing. Like I feel like I just remember the day. It was like I started it. It was like 16, right? And then I just had like this really negative thoughts just one day. Like all of a sudden, everything that ever happened in my life, I just started to think about. Like like I said, I didn't grow up with like my parents and stuff like that. So it's like all of those negative thoughts came in, and it felt like something like a switch or something like in my brain, like where something just like ripped back the seal and like just unleashed all of it at once.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I never really knew how to talk about it and stuff because growing up in like a children need to be seen, not heard type place, there's no one to talk to. So it's like it builds up. Then once I got to like my early 20s or whatever, like and it hit, it was like it got really, really bad. But it was still like it felt like only way I could paint it is like just like a small ball of light. Even like the rest of the world is like it's dark. Like just that small bit of faith still that you're gonna get through it. Like that's what definitely like helped carry me all the way through to like the end of that tunnel. Because I was 5 years is a very long time to to go
Half
through
a
something like
decade,
that.
man.
Yeah, so it's like, man, so it's like to get out on the other side where it's like depression never really goes away, but to be able to retract like, or deflect those thoughts and stuff like that. Once you feel yourself kind of going down that path again, I think it's really dope. And I feel like God really does, like he's there. You know?
He right here.
The God.
Available out now in all stores. Or it's online stores. I don't know.
But yeah. I feel like mental health, I feel like for even like health insurance, I feel like mental health should be like on there too.
Yeah.
Like
psychiatrist.
Yeah, like
well, I think once Barney, if he gets elected, all that's gonna change, bro. Like he's definitely gonna, because it only makes sense. Like everybody pay more, everybody would get more. I guess, I guess where they, and I'm gonna try and get into politics, but they get it twisted when they start trying to take people's private insurance.
Yeah.
Like if you're rich and you want to keep your, go for it, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's my opinion. But I understand like why there's a conflict and all that. But
yeah,
I mean, all that stuff would be included. I'm pretty sure. Like he's doing eye care and all that. It's pre-existing conditions.
Yeah, like I
all
feel
that
like
stuff.
Even for like what Joe was saying, like, do you feel labels should have a therapist there?
Yeah.
And Big Sean was like, hell yeah, like that would definitely help so much.
Yeah.
Mental health isn't really looked at as like a really serious thing until someone is acting
So-
crazy or takes their life.
Until it's too late.
Yeah, and then it's like they're literally, you could see them literally like screaming for help, and then once they take their life or something, it's like I would have never known.
Yeah.
Or like, cause I saw someone post, it was a black woman on Twitter. She said she posted on Snapchat that like how depressed and like down she was feeling, and just like how her mental health just wasn't the greatest. And then she had it for a whole day. She said only one person like looked at it or like actually reached out to her, but a whole bunch of people like looked at it.
But what do you think about people who do that? Like, because in this new social era, everybody overshares.
Yeah, but I mean, the point was more like these are the same people that are gonna be like, I wish I would have known.
Yeah.
So it's like,
because I never know when I see that stuff. I'm just like,
it's one thing to like for that thought process.
like people overshare. Like, oh, I'm so like they'll share a meme like depression is real, and I'm just like, are you depressed or do you need? You know what I'm saying?
But
are
it's
they
like
because I guess they're reaching out for attention or something. But
it's more like, well,
people
yeah,
overshare on Facebook a lot, so I just don't know never what to do. I'm just like, that's weird. You guys are weird. That's whenever I see that, I think people are weird because it's like,
I don't think it's weird. It's not weird. It's I mean, it's your platform, and you're able to share what you're going through. Like
if somebody's like, my husband just beat me, and I'm just like, bro, like, come on, dog. Like, should this be on Facebook? Go to your family around you. Like,
but like, what if
they don't have? I guess, maybe.
If they don't got that, Facebook is their family. Like, I made a lot of internet friends. Like, my friend, he just came from North Carolina. He stayed here for a couple days. The one I was
You just met him on the internet?
Yeah,
nigga.
But like, I've known him for like,
he's probably sniffing you while you was
like
asleep.
4 or 5 years. Like, I met him like.
You missing any socks or anything? Underwear?
No. But like he only stayed like a night. He spent the night. Everything
Nigga
was
got
good.
cameras in here. He's like, yeah, I just need one night to set up the cam.
But yeah, like internet friends and stuff like that, it exists.
Yeah.
You will definitely get a lot more support from random people on the internet than you might your own family and stuff. So I get why people share so much to Facebook and stuff, because somebody else needs to see it, because someone else is feeling the exact same way. People can resonate.
Yeah.
Some people will reach out. But I feel like that was just a really good example of like I told my friends I was depressed, and then even to this day, like no one's ever said anything, like, or how's it, like a simple how are you doing is just that.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
See, that's what people always say.
No, like as of right now, I'm good. My nose is a little stuffed up, but I'm good. I had a good time last night. I'm in a new space.
I hate
I'm
when
good.
people do that though, bro. Like I remember there's this one girl I'm friends with on Facebook. She's always posting depression. I hit her up and I was like, hey, everything going on good? And she's like, and then they just tell you nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like you were reaching out for somebody to like say. So then for me, it's like, do you just need attention? Like, I'm not your boyfriend.
But it's like,
if you're posting serious stuff, then it's like, hey, because like, I'm the type that I might reach out and say, hey, you good? And we might talk a little bit, and I'll give a little bit of advice, and then and then that's it. But it's like, what else? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, Because I think people they're fine telling you they're depressed, but they're not fine telling you what's depressing them.
Yeah, but it's not an easy thing to talk about.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
You're
you're posting about it. Like, you should be trying to get help. Like, say, oh, my uncle just raped me, and then we can go. I can give you course of action. Like, oh, okay, you need to call the police. You need to do this. You need to do this. Or, oh, my boyfriend just beat me. Oh, okay, you need to get out of that. Yo, do you need a place to go? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
they're comfortable sharing, but they're not comfortable.
But I feel like that's not what they're looking for. They're not looking for
a solution.
Go call the police. Like, in that moment, it's more of like they just want to vent. And yeah, some people say like nothing. Like, yeah, I'm good. But I think it's certain people that they're trying to reach out to. It may not necessarily be us.
That's okay. Yeah.
It's like a big bat signal type thing. You know?
So the person who sees it should reach. Okay.
Like, so like it may not be for everyone. But it's probably like they have best friends that
it is. But it comes across. Yeah, that's a good point because it's like it's public. So I'm just like, yo, like I consider us to be somewhat kind of cool friends. So are you good? And then you get no, I'm fine, just going through it or whatever. And I was like, and I can give like general like, well, hey, brighten up, life's not that, but it's like that's not gonna to them. That's just like, oh yeah.
I mean, if I'm going through it and someone says brighten up. Like it doesn't really help.
You know what I'm saying? So
like
being from the right person, it might would have.
Yeah,
what if Drake said, "Hey, brighten up, Barney"?
Like
you might be like, "Oh shit, that's Drake."
I mean, and like that's dope. Like that's someone who you weren't reaching for their attention, but that is someone that you look to. You listen to their lyrics and stuff, so it's like you do have a connection with them, and you feel like they know you because their lyrics speak so much to you. So for that, I get it.
Yeah, but I always been wary when I see that because it's not wary. I'm just cautious because I'm just like, what is this? Is this like, are you really depressed or But I'm the type that I will reach out. But I mean,
I think
my experiences have always been like people don't divulge that much because it's like I'm not being nosy. I'm not gonna repost like, oh hey, she just got herpes. That's why she depressed everybody.
Yeah,
like what I'm saying, like I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
but maybe certain people would because they're vindictive or whatever. But it's like I don't want to see people around me that are hurting. So but in this new age, people do overshare. Like, oh, I just had my third abortion.
Yeah, like there are people that
and it's like, bitch.
There's definitely some oversharing
like,
too much. Like, yeah, it's
like, oh my gosh, I just had diarrhea from Chipotle. Like, oh my gosh, and it's like, bro, let's take it easy,
Just take it easy.
Like, whoa, let's take it easy, dog. Like, we don't need to know every way or about to eat some avocado toast.
Yeah,
like, come on, dog.
You don't
people
really
overshare
every single
much.
little thing,
or go on live all the time. Like, wake up on live, like, ugh. Oh, you guys are here. How's it going? I didn't even know you. Like faking like they're asleep just to wake. Oh, damn. Oh, hey. Like, you woke up, pushed live, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But, I mean, these people, they also got people that watch them, though, too. Whether
it's cyborgs, man.
It could be two people, though, I mean, some people, they just go on live and, like, you might go on live. And you're just working on beats and stuff like that. But people...
Yeah, they'll watch it later.
Like, people may still watch it because they like what you do. And, like, it's personal, People look for connection. That's what a lot of life is about, too, connection. And I feel like when people show themselves waking up, just something as simple as that, it's already connection. Because it's like, I woke up, too. Like, we're both here today, Like, it's like, let's get this day started, For people that are a little more self-motivated, it may seem kind of annoying, Because, like, for someone like you, I feel like you are self-motivated more. Especially, like, when it comes to music and, like, just your craft and stuff.
Yeah. I'm trying to make it more throughout my whole life, though. All facets.
Yeah. So, like, for people that really, really need it, I see why those kind of people exist for those people. For people like us that don't really need it as much, for, like, just the basic, average, everyday kind of life type thing, I can see why we might think it's, like, kind of annoying a little bit, kind of weird.
Like, what are you waiting for? Get up.
Yeah, we're like, shut up. And
what is that, like the one girl in all the movies? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What was that, Scream or something like that?
Yeah.
Do it. Just do
Yo, when white women are ready to die, they're ready to die, bro.
Bruh. What are you waiting for? So what the hell are you waiting for?
After me, there should be no more.
And then Jason just comes and just.
And then Jay-Z pops out. Who you know fresher than Ho? Riddle me that.
Jason would just murder.
He murdered Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, that was right. She was in that movie.
He smacked like the shit out of her. Like that doll that they had was like, oh my gosh, like folded in half and flew into the tree.
rolling.
Man. She's talking shit to him though.
All right. Well, are we all finished? I mean, I got a function. Is that Ryan Reynolds or what's the guy's name? Pete Buttigieg? No,
Paul.
Who Pete Buttigieg?
He's that guy.
He's Antonio Brown. I'm that.
It's Mans.
He said something stupid, dog. Oh my! It was the dumbest shit.
That's Mans.
I am Dudementary or something like that. And he's like, and then Charlamagne's like, who? He's like,
Who?
I'm Dudementary. Like
Mike Jones.
I'm the dude. I'm the guy. And I was like, you on the bench,
Hey,
nigga.
have you seen the advertisement for that Lovers and Friends concert?
No.
Bro, hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you how crazy this lineup is. I know you gotta go,
Ursher.
bro. Let me tell you this.
He
lineup.
got herpes though. Why are we doing shows with him? He better get his own mic.
Where is it? Here it is. All right, so
Oh, that's bad.
so it's Miss Lauryn Hill, Usher,
Ooh.
Ludacris, Lil Jon, TLC, Janae Aiko, Summer Walker, Doja Cat, Nelly, Akon, Sean Paul, T-Pain, Lil Kim, Brandy, Maya, Ja Rule, Fat Joe, SWV, Twista, Eve, Trick Daddy, Drew Hill, 112, Mario, Donnell Jones, Foxy Brown, Trina, Tweet, Amory, Mace, Cameron, Mike Jones, Montel Jordan, Cash Page, John B, Baby Bash, Frankie J, Nina Sky, and then I think there's like more.
So all in total, the bag drop was probably like 100,000 because none of them are getting money for shows.
Well, no, Janae definitely is. Usher is. Janae is like I feel like her peak is like right now. Summer Walker definitely. Doja
Who the hell
Cat
is that?
definitely.
Summer Walker. Do you think Doja Cat getting into the bag?
Yes.
Really?
She just popped off though.
She got a big booty. That's it, bro.
She just popped off though, so it's like she's definitely getting the big bag for that because she's literally right under like the big names. But these are legends though that she's right under.
Yeah.
Miss Lauryn Hill, she's not going to show up. Off top, because my
I had
friend
a spiritual awakening and I couldn't come to
Bro.
the function, but I'm still gonna need a deposit.
I love Lauryn Hill so much, but like my friend was like, she went to one of her concerts. She said she showed up 2 hours late, and it wasn't even that good. Like she just kind of speeds up the songs and kind of just goes through it or whatever. But it just sucks though because we do love Lauryn Hill. But the fact that they got all these people, like how much
No,
money?
I'm just trolling. Yeah, that's a big lineup. Maybe
That's-
a couple 100,000.
That's too many
Easy.
like known like names though. I feel like it's usually like a good like maybe like 5 or 6 for like these kind of festivals, then like some up and coming kind of artists.
Yeah.
But the fact that they got every single person on this list was like at the top of the music game at one point.
Yeah.
Which I think is crazy. So people are like, is this list like is it even real? Because my friend just bought a ticket and she said they added an extra fee for like on the Friday date, and then they slightly changed the lineup a little bit again. So they're like, is this like a fire festival type thing going on?
Ja Rule's involved.
He's on his list, so it's like
I know that's just a Ja Rule involved. You never know, man.
hey, man, it's murder.
You have to
like-
walk in the building looking around like, okay, here's my money, man.
bro, they
Ja
got-
Rule. Hey, Ja Rule, don't touch the money. Give it to Trina. She actually pay your bills.
Like A. Marie and Mace, Cameron, and Mike Jones.
Mace gonna be out there. Tell Diddy give my potion. Drop it.
Also, I heard Mace is doing the same thing with another artist named Fabio.
Yeah.
Which contradicts everything. So I take back everything I said. Just disregard all of it.
Mace, I hope you don't get nothing. I hope
Like-
you die before. I hope you die at 49.
I'm not
and you
gonna
don't.
say
and you
that.
don't get nothing.
All right, no.
It's
no,
a joke. All right, pal.
Listen,
So you can't make jokes about people dying. You can't make jokes about midgets.
it's more of like
Midgets who say the N word.
It's more. It's more of like every time someone says something about someone dying and then they end up dying, it's just a weird thing.
I'm a prophet. Then label
Like-
me a prophet.
Yeah,
Label me a prophet, but I don't profit. Got it?
But this is like
My style's awkward. I box lefty because often my pops left me, and my mother wasn't home. Renegade, you been afraid. I penetrate the pop culture, bringing it a lot closer to the blocks where they pop toasters.
this is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's thanks, man. I just off the top, you know.
Hey man, yeah.
Yeah. It's like you freestyling. Those were Hove bars.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous.
Black fist. That's what that little nigga looked like. The little black fist guy. Black fist.
Why are you making fun of people with special needs, bro?
No, I was making fun of the midget.
I'm just playing, bro. But how do they get?
I'll make fun of my special people. They can get it too. What the hell are you talking about, dog?
All right, man. Sure, world, man. But how is Nina Sky, Cameron, Akon, and like Doja Cat?
Akon's gonna like Skype in from Africa. He's
Yo.
like building a house. Akon and Young Jeezy.
Chill. Hey.
Trying to take
Yeah, I
it
was-
easy. Nah. You make a good you just do all the black guys very well.
Yeah. You know.
That shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought I was selling dope. I was like 9 years old when the song came out. Like,
He's
if you looking for me, I'll be on
Am I
the
a
block.
drug dealer now? I think I am.
Listen, when Locked Up came out, every nigga went to jail. We was in 4th grade. Like, yo,
Just
man.
in your room on purpose. Like,
Yeah.
let me out.
And that was when, like, you know, I had waves. So, like, I saw Akon with the do-rag, and, like, he tied it with the little ponytail in the back. Hung my cape up, got the little do-rag ponytail in the back. Walked around with a tank top. We was all locked up, bro.
Or one of those full body suits with it rolled down with
Yeah.
a little jumper underneath with
Yeah.
the little freaking dojo
Yeah.
fan looking things.
We was going through it, bro.
Hey, what up, Ma? You got Lucy?
Man.
Your mom's like, what the hell, man? If you don't get the hell away from me, boy.
Shut up, my nigga. Shut up.
Hey, Ma, you got Lucy, though?
On the next episode, though, we need to... I want to discuss, like, some of the people that are underrated as far as their impact. Like the Soulja Boys and the Ray J's of the world and stuff like that. For the next episode, I'm going to put together, like, an entire presentation.
All right, that's been the All Things Black podcast. Soulja Boy?
Soulja Boy deserves his flowers.
Nah, he deserves to be shot. No, funny enough, they were playing Soulja Boy last night. So that was interesting to walk by all these clubs and guess what's being played? Hip hop.
You know what? That is something I
We
noticed
are really
very heavy
running
here.
this. Like, it's crazy, though.
It'd be like just the mayonnaise is just the whitest of the whitest.
Bro, they were playing, like, Dr. Dre. They were playing Ice Cube. Today was a good day. They were playing Soulja Boy, Hop About This, man.
But it's also but that's all they know, though. Arizona, since I came here, I've never heard Fetty Wap on the radio so much until I moved here. And that was in June. They were playing Fetty Wap like he just came out.
hey, man.
Trap Queen.
I
bro.
was just surprised because I was like, literally, I walked by a good 10 clubs because I was just people watching because
Yeah.
it was giving me energy. I was just watching people because
Yeah.
people are beautiful, and I was just like, yo, and I'm not checking out people because a lot of girls were dressed like, and I was just like, all right, I get it. They're probably trying to find their
We're
future
gonna pause
mate.
that. You heard that? So while Callie, while you was out partying, you know, having your girls night, having a good time, Man's over here. Man's, she gonna listen one day.
I was playing the field. I was scoping it
Yo,
out.
Man's, he was snipering, you know.
Nah, yeah, obviously. I mean, women are beautiful, you know.
yo,
Like,
she got that ass.
are we are we acting like women aren't beautiful?
No, they are.
But like,
definitely.
I never people watch, but I was having fun people watching last night because it's like they're all out there. Some of them are drunk, some of them are on pills or whatever, and some of them are perfectly fine, and everybody's just having a good time, you know, and just coexisting. But they're out there, they're on the quest, they're on the hunt, you know, like trying to find a mate. And me, I'm just walking around listening to my music in my headphones from the album, and I'm just like soaking it up, and I was just like, dang, this is what I'm doing it for, right? You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, could this song play in this club? If they're playing Soulja Boy, they can definitely play me. No, I'm not trying to diss it, but I was like, I could make it in here. So I was just like, yo, this is dope.
I want to hear like what your club track would be. Like Like, what would be like the track that Kiahree makes that is played?
Pump.
Like, if you could make a second Pump It Up or like something that will last forever, bro.
Joey, hit me.
And then and in Phoenix,
Like I got his number. Hit me, Joey. Hit me.
and Phoenix and Arizona in general, there's no one here to represent it. So it would literally be you. I know you talk about futuristic, but I've never heard anyone talk about him before.
Yeah.
Really, before you, this much like in much detail.
He's the one that I know.
But
Like, that was a lot of detail. Like I barely even know. I've never listened to a song of his.
see, and that speaks volumes. Like
Yeah.
that little that you told me was a lot of detail.
Oh yeah.
Compared to what I've heard.
I just know he's from Tempe or something like that. But yeah, man, it was interesting just walking around. But I was like,
So
rap is really running this. Like, cause
Yeah.
who said that? Joe said that in the Big Sean. Like he believes rap is the most powerful.
Yeah.
Somebody heard somebody
hip
say
hop,
it,
yeah.
and I was just like, wow. Yeah, he's like, I never underestimate the power of hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then literally, a lot of white people, right? Scottsdale. Saw a couple black people.
It's always a few little pieces of pepper.
Yeah,
Sprinkle them in there.
in that white gravy, a couple pieces of little.
Just,
That's hilarious. But all rap, dog. Like all rap, even old school rap. Like, and I was
Yeah.
just like, this is kind of crazy. We really have built something that's like the greatest right now.
it's crazy. People that hate black people will still bump "Today Is a Good Day" by Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Because they don't view him as black. They're
Well,
just,
you know, it's crazy. You've never watched the Watchmen opening episode, but the racist white guy that ends up killing a black cop, spoiler, he's listening to rap. Like rap, like trap, real, like yeah, good, but pull up with the Draco, like real rap, like
America.
yeah. But he's racist, and then he ends
Isn't
up
that-
killing a black cop. So they were speaking volumes in that clip, like, hey,
crazy.
they love our culture, but you not so much.
Yeah, even have you
A
seen
caged bird sings.
Do the Right Thing? Have you seen that?
No.
They were having it's very big on race. Like I think you would enjoy it. But they were saying like how like he was talking to, Spike Lee plays a character. He was talking to one of his coworkers, Italian dude. He was just saying like, why do you like hate black people? He was like, no, like I love Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, whatever whatever. Just naming like the black
Just our standout superstars.
Yeah, and then Spike Lee was like, well, what are they? He was like, I mean, they're not black. They're they are, but then they aren't. Like
As if money and privilege and fame
Yeah.
takes away from their blackness.
like that entertainer thing, like, oh, that, we don't associate them with normal black people, I guess,
Yeah.
which is like,
well, you know what it is, right? Like, what does light do? It like softens. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I heard Kim Kardashian because she was like, when her and Kanye did that thing, and she was like, the bathroom, the lights, they really just take away all the cellulite, or she was saying
Yeah.
something like the exposure or something.
Yeah.
That's what fame does, bro. It makes everything so the bright lights, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they don't seem like a black person. They just seem like an icon, and they probably are media trained to the T.
Exactly.
Have you ever heard Michael Jackson say the N-word or Michael Jordan say the N-word?
I'm sure Michael Jordan said the N-word in a few casinos.
Yeah. Y'all niggas killed my pop.
Fuck them kids. I mean, I
Was
mean,
a cigar he used to be puffing on, little Cuban,
Yo,
when they
Michael-
were illegal.
Michael Jordan's hilarious.
Yeah,
But yeah, man.
late great though. But yeah, that is interesting though.
Why you say late great?
Oh my bad, he's a great.
I was like, wait,
Is that what that means? You have to be dead late?
Yeah, late is dead.
Oh,
Which
damn.
which is weird, but yeah. That's why I was like, wait, did he is he gone? I
Like
thought
his
he was
praise came late or something. I don't know. But yeah, man, we running this. And point blank period, we run this. Who run this mother?
Soulja Boy. That's who.
Yeah, next podcast we can talk about Soulja Boy.
Yeah,
As thrilling as that.
it's going down. Next podcast,
that sounds.
it's gonna be the best episode yet. I promise you that.
Okay, well, this is episode 8. The All
Yes.
Things Black podcast. I gotta go watch this fight. Dante Wilder about to put hands and feet on this man,
Hey man,
and hey,
to this day,
he shouldn't be giving this dude a rematch. He already won, but
not even one. I saw like the him basically knocking the shit out of him.
I mean, bro, he knocked him down. They had the counter going, because real life versus what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to be somebody on the side that if the ref is sidetracked or something,
Yeah.
a person is supposed to start counting from the bottom, and then the ref looks over, gets the count from them, and then continues. But this ref was just like, I don't know what the hell's going on. They usually give a little bit of leniency to undefeated champions,
Yeah.
you know, but like in the Anthony Joshua fight, they were giving him when the Mexican big dude, everybody's, you know,
Oh yeah, I know.
I forgot what his name was. See, look how, you know, but
We're gonna call him Big Mans.
Big
Actually,
Man.
no. We're not gonna do that.
Big Vato, but I'm half Mexican. I can say it.
Who knows?
Please refrain.
Not this. I'm good.
But you know, when he knocked him out, they were giving him all the time in the world to recover, and because they're like, we cannot just like take the title away from this champ. People get special privileges.
They was
you know?
giving him water and shit. They went to commercial twice.
Like, yo, you good? Yeah, you good?
like
Let's go.
super
Cut the commercial.
Vaseline up his face.
Yeah,
they
they
gave
were-
him some food.
But he ended up still getting stopped contest, you know. So, but yeah, so I don't know. I think Dante is gonna come with a vengeance. So
Probably.
yeah, man. Well, it was good talking to you, man. You know, episode 8. We out.
We out. Shout out to the Illuminati.
I was doing Jay-Z.
All through your body. Not kill Illuminati, Illuminati.
Blows like a 12 gauge shotty.